Yeah, no, that's better. I don't wanna. I don't like the zoom. I like the background though. I didn't choose the background. Like it feels like it's like automatic. Huh. I don't know if like it's definitely interesting. Uh-huh. Bro, I don't I'm testing shit still to this day. I am testing. Virtual backgrounds, right? Bro, it's not even like this is a whole. I didn't even check the virtual background and they gave me one. And I don't hate it. I don't even know where this background is coming from, but at least nobody can see the mess that is my bedroom for once. And that is amazing. Anyway, anywho, let's get this stream started. Today we are continuing my Get Ready With Me that I started like 2 weeks ago, I think, about this crazy Chinese TV show, dating show. I remember last time I checked it, it was quite wild. Some wild stuff was happening, some weird stuff. There was a very, very annoying wife who was kind of like the worst, and she was annoying the crap out of me. And I hate that because I'm usually, I support women's right and women's wrong, but this woman was like, I don't know what I can support, how much I can take when it comes to the kind of behavior that she was doing. So there's that. I already applied my primer. I used the Denisa Myrek Yummy Skin Glow Serum Hydrating Primer Face Serum as my day cream because I'm running out of fucking skincare. I need to buy skincare. As soon as I get my big check, I'm gonna buy so much skincare. It's gonna last me for a whole year. Okay, maybe not, but I need to buy so much shit. But for now, I'm staying in the fuck home. I'm gonna do my makeup. We're gonna watch this video and react to some stuff. I have missed doing these. I was supposed to start 3 hours ago, but as usual, I got distracted. So it is what it is. And so yeah, without further ado, let's continue this saga. Bitch, first of all, that shit is. Why is this so loud? Am I tripping? Jesus Christ. Well, I have to block the sound anyway because of copyrights, but holy moly.
We're here for part 2. See you again? I'm seeing you again. We are here for part 2 of the dumpster fire truck that is Lee and Mai's relationship. If you guys didn't watch part 1, please, I'm gonna link it below. But basically, See You Again is a divorce reality show in China where they bring 3 celebrity couples and they are on the brink of divorce. They've got 18 days to go through all of these producers' challenges. They're like road tripping across China to see if at the very end they want to try to stay together or they're gonna get a divorce.
Damn.
So the 3 couples in this season of 2024 of last year, this is like the most insane year. Apparently this year is crazy. Like I think the other seasons were crazy, but this 2024, this is like the year of this show. They said nothing will ever top this show. You thought Rap of China was crazy? This is fucking crazy too, but for different reasons. You've got 3 couples. You've got Yang Zhi, we've talked about him before. He is Mr. Wannabe CEO, Mr. Let me give you a life lesson on everything. Oh my gosh, this guy is exhausting. He's just purely exhausting. He's got to give you a life lesson. He knows nothing about his wife. He's a Nepo baby, doesn't know how to make his own money. His wife is a successful, her name is Eva, that's like her American name. She is like
Chinese name is Huang Shengyi.
She's a world-renowned actress, graduated from Beijing Film Academy. She's stunning, she's elegant, she's sophisticated, and then you've got a very chill couple on this show. I don't even think I'll ever even do an episode on them. They're so chill. She's more of like an online personality and he's more of like a radio host. That's kind of how they self-identify. They've got problems, but we've been calling them chill wife and chill husband because even they themselves saw the other two couples, Mai and Lin, Yangzi and Eva, and they said, you know what, I think we're okay. I think we're on the wrong show. I don't know what show y'all are on. We're not supposed to be here. Okay, like that's how chill they are. And every single day, Mai's insanity and the insanity of netizens collectively. Did you know they had to put therapy ads in this show? Because people were getting so frustrated. And so every time you pause the screen, it would say like,
are you frustrated? Don't get too riled up over.
And it was like a therapy ad.
Wow.
It was like really that insane. People were losing their minds because it's just, I don't know if there's something about relationships where people can relate to it to some degree and they can relate to it enough that they're like, no, you're crazy. So let me give you a lowdown on Lee and Mai that we already covered in the past episode, but just like a quick recap. Lee is a very famous singer that I don't want to say he peaked, but he had the most insanely viral, successful song maybe 12, 13 years ago. He's still putting out music. He still does really well. He still has a group of people that love his songs, but he has not yet reached that level of music ever again. Like that was his height of his career. And I think most people are trying to replicate that. So he's trying to find his way in the music world. And Mai is a housewife. They have 2 beautiful children together. She has made being a housewife her entire personality. And I think there was a lot of sympathy in the beginning of people being like, you know what? Housewives dedicate their entire lives to their family. She birthed 2 of his kids. She raises them. She supports his career. She's frugal. She doesn't spend a lot of money. She's not materialistic. So she tells us 25 times in the first 3 episodes. And she's a little insecure because her husband's in the entertainment industry and Mai does not find herself to be conventionally beautiful. So yeah, there's lots of complexities, but she will not stop to tell everybody that she is a housewife, her husband is basically a man-child, and she does everything for everyone. That's the vibe she gives off. So tell me why. When we left off last time, it was her duty to be the tour guide. She wakes up late, later than mostly everyone except for Yangzi, wakes up at 11 a.m. She has her husband and the chill wife go to the grocery store because she was supposed to go to the grocery store, but she woke up late. So now they gotta go and the chill wife is doing her job for her. And she has this whole coffee incident. The whole coffee drama happens. And then as they're packing to finish breakfast, because it's a road trip, they gotta get on the move again. There's just this scene where one side of the girls' dorm, like the room, is just, there's suitcases overflowing. It's so messy. It's messy. It's not a good look.
That's my side?
Yeah. And all the comments are like, how is she a housewife? What's going on? What's happening right now? This doesn't even make any sense because she made it seem like she's the only one that does the cooking and the cleaning and then da. And then all of a sudden, she is living in like a pigsty. What's happening?
She said, yes, I do the cooking. Yes, I do the cleaning. And she ended up just not really giving that vibe. I remember her being just very obnoxious and entitled from the last episode. I remember that was so frustrating to me because it seems that she really she won the lottery with her husband and she's not even realizing it. And so, which is why I think a lot of people were just fucking disgusted by her behavior. I'm not, if I remember well, I might be wrong, but I feel like that was the problem the last time.
She dug her own grave.
Yeah, and she keeps saying to Eva, where is my husband? I need him to help me pack my luggage. And Eva's just like, and then she's like, husband, can you come help me pack my luggage? And very enthusiastically, without a hint of annoyance, he's like, sure. And then she's like, I can't shut this suitcase and I still have all of this stuff on the counter. And this is what's crazy. Listen. I know why you're laughing, okay? Because I also can't pack well. I can pack. I can't close it well.
Yeah,
what? I'm a great packer.
Don't compare yourself to Mai. Come on.
No. This is the comparison I'm making. Sometimes I have a hard time closing my suitcases.
Yeah.
I have a hard time lifting my suitcases.
Yeah.
So I need suitcase help. Yeah. However, not once have I ever said my biggest annoyance about my husband is that I have to pack his performance clothes. So she went on this whole tirade about how she has to do everything for her husband, including packing his clothes before his concerts. This was like a whole thing that she made it a point in front of the other wives, in front of the relationship teacher. And she can't even pack her own suitcase. So now everyone's like, are you sure you're packing his suitcase? Because this doesn't make any sense to us right now.
Yeah, self-aware is not in the room with us.
No. Eva even asks her, how did you manage to bring everything here? And she says, I don't know. That's why I hate packing. I can never get it to fit.
So
Yeah. And so Lee arrives and in the suite is like, my, it's okay. And she's like, my suitcase is exploding. And he's like, no problem. I can handle it.
Oh,
And
he calls her my.
Yeah. And he very
That's so
quickly
cute.
packs everything. And you know what I noticed? Because I don't know why I noticed it. But she was all, in the last episode, she was all like, I'm not like other girls. I'm not materialistic. Every suitcase is Ramoa, just lined up. And it's fine. People love Ramoa. Great suitcases. They roll good, right? But it was just like, people had problems with that too.
I think clearly when she mentioned that like 25 times, that I'm not materialistic, like why you say it so much? Like,
And I
know
think
what I mean?
it
Like,
just was annoying also because I think she said it in front of the other girls one of them is a very well-known actress. The other one is kind of like an influencer, right? And those types of occupations, you probably do spend money
Yeah.
and you're probably working with brands and you're buying luxury goods and, it just felt like... It almost felt like she was also digging on them at the same time.
Yeah.
So it made it even more indigestible to people. It's like, okay, we get it. You're not like other girls. But also, you are just like all the other girls, and that's okay. Why'd you have to be mean about it?
Yeah.
He packs the suitcases for her. And all the netizen comments, because it's a live feed, they're saying, so who's taking care of who actually in this house? We don't know. When they get to the new destination, Lee is there and he's putting these toilet seat covers on all the girls' toilets for them.
Wow.
And Mai sees this and she takes credit for it.
That's
She's
insane.
basically like, oh yeah.
I told
We put the toilet seat covers on for you guys. So she tells the group, but she says like, we did it. Like it made it seem like she did it. Or like she told him to do it. So it just seemed, yeah. So after all of these little things all together, and because she woke up late, she was doing her makeup in the van, because that's how late they are. And then they get to the next destination. And this is where she is the tour guide for the day. So they're all taking turns. She's going to be the tour guide for the day. She gets there. She had left her tour guide handbook at the last place.
So she doesn't know how to tour guide anymore.
No, because it has all the landmarks and what to say about the landmarks,
Right.
And so she looks around and she starts blaming everyone else. And she's like, none of y'all brought your book? Because she could have just used one of their books. And she's like, none of you guys thought to like look for your own book?
You know what this is exact. The book you're reading recently about like mom coming with the kids.
Oh yes, games people play. Yeah. The whole story is there is a mom. There's a big loud noise. She runs out into the living room and the kid has just broken a very expensive glass vase. Kid is right next to the broken vase. Obviously, you're an adult. You can use the logic in your mind. Your kid broke the vase.
Yeah.
But when you realize that as an adult, as a parent, you have to also come to terms with it's kind of your fault. You did not put that glass vase away. If it was that important and that expensive, you should have made sure it wasn't in a place where kids can get to it because kids will be kids. And you should know that as an adult. You didn't child-proof the house. You should be more concerned that your kid is injured by the glass, but you're not. So then you have no reason to be mad, right?
Also, this is apparently what happens in a human's mind.
Yes,
right?
yes. So they're just saying that a lot of humans have like transactional games that they play. And it's not games makes it sound bad, but people just interact in ways and they behave in ways.
Yeah.
And so they're saying that the parent has no logical, justified reason to be upset. And so they ask the child, who broke the vase? The child will inevitably lie, which is exactly what the parent is expecting. The child will say, the dog broke it. And the parent now has righteous anger. You do not lie to me. And now they can be mad at the kid. And it's no longer their fault, it's the kid's fault. Yeah.
It's kind of like how Mai's doing. Mai's like, you guys didn't bring the book? how could you guys not bring it?
Yeah. And so she's like kind of blaming everyone else. And she's like, oh my God, nobody brought their book? And it's no longer about her, even though she's the tour guide. So, like, yeah, maybe they should have brought their book, but they didn't have to. They're not the tour guide for the day. So it was weird. And then even in the car later, Maya's talking about how she's ranting. She is very sensitive to the word dominant. She hates whenever Lee tells her that she's being too pushy, too controlling, too dominant. And she's like, he says I'm dominant. And Eva... she was also reading game theory. Okay, she's reading game theory. And she said, dominant? You? And Mai says, exactly. This is something that we just don't see eye to eye on. And Eva, she could start a fight. She could say, no, I think you're dominant. No, I side with your husband. But Eva is sophistication. She is elegance. She's too smart for this. She says, it must be a matter of perspective. My husband, Yangzi, he thinks he's not dominant. I think he's very dominant. Your husband doesn't think he's dominant? Your husband is so dominant. How is he not dominant? And she's like, oh my God, your husband is so fucking crazy. He's delusional. And all the comments, because you can see live comments while you're watching the show, say, she's talking about you. Out of the 6 people, if Eva's husband is number 1 in dominance, you are second, my friend. And Eva just smiles and she says, yeah, but he personally thinks he's not dominant. And Mai's just digging her own grave. You know, but I was thinking about it and I actually related to him, you know? He was telling you the other day, you think I'm dominant, but I'm basically your dog. He was saying that, you know? Yangji is telling Eva, honey, wife, you keep telling me I'm dominant. But I'm like your dog, you know, he's just, and everyone's like, oh my God. He's saying that, but like, he doesn't know anything about his wife.
Yeah. He's
so controlling. He's like crazy. And she's like, you know, I kind of related to when he said that. Absolutely nobody related to when he said that except for Mai. So that's already a problem that she relates.
Mai saying like, yeah, I feel like I'm a dog too.
Yeah. Like Maya's like, my husband also says I'm dominant, but I feel like I'm his dog.
Wow.
And Eva just kindly says, yeah, he always says that to me. I guess people just have a hard time seeing themselves clearly.
Damn.
And you just see this moment
shade
where
of it
Mai
all.
is smiling.
And then finally click.
And it finally clicks.
It
And
does?
she keeps smiling. Because she's like,
The smile has
she's like, God damn, this one got me.
I mean, she's like the meme, like the Euphoria meme of, what's her name? Maddie, I think. Is this fucking play about us? I bet that's how she felt at that moment, although she probably doesn't watch Euphoria. But, I mean, the fact that it might have clicked is a good thing, though. It's a good sign. She has, like, 5% of self-awareness, which is growth. I'm trying to see the positive today.
But you know what? I'll be back again.
I'll be back. I'll be back to collect. But she looks kind of impressed. She looks a little impressed. She's like, huh. Yeah.
She shut up after?
I mean, there's no way to get out of that one, right? Yeah. And all the comments were like, Eva does not read game theory for nothing. She's here to run circles on her own husband and now Mai. Like, get out of here. And then by that point, when they arrive at their next destination, they don't really get a tour of anything. They just have to sit down and eat lunch. And it's already late. It's 4 p.m. And everybody only gets instant hot pot, some cup ramen, a can of Spam, eggs, and some junk food. Just to give you an idea, this is probably the worst meal See You Again has ever seen.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah.
That bad?
Even the other
why is
couples.
that? They don't have time or they don't?
She didn't plan it well. Like when you watch the other 2 couples, the way they planned it was like to the T. They looked for the restaurant that had the exact like pricing. They worked out prices of the noodles and like everything.
I see. So they just like what convenience store picked up some random stuff. Okay.
She did not have anything under control. And of course, no one was going to say that because in her eyes, in my eyes, in Mai's eyes, not mine, her eyes, she had already sacrificed everything for this group,
Yes.
including her firstborn child. So
She probably sacrificed it for you too.
yeah, for me too. Yeah, I agree. Everybody just ate their little instant hot pot, and people were bringing up the dominating thing again. And so they were like, I mean, why does it hurt you when Lee calls you dominating? Because that's weird. It's not an insult. Some people just have more dominating personalities. It's not a negative thing inherently, but you take it as negative and then you get offended. And she's like, I feel like I'm already doing so much. Like, you can't expect everything to go your way. And everyone's just like, I don't get it. Like, what's happening right now? She just looks really stressed out. And people, I mean, I think if we didn't see a lot of these clips, a lot of people were agreeing with Mai. And they say, you know, a lot of women hate being called dominating in relationships because these are what netizens are saying. They're saying women, a lot of the times, they don't even want to be dominating, but they have to be because their husbands are idiots. They can't do it. So the women are doing it. And then they're like being slapped in the face by being called dominant. That's what some netizens were saying. But then when you watch everything, others were saying, have you watched the episodes? Because he's the one doing everything. So like, what is she doing that's causing her so much distress? Because he's the one packing, he's the one going to the grocery store, he's the one setting up lunch, he's the one putting toilet seat covers on. All she does is say she does everything. So that's where people were like, I don't know if this applies here. I don't know.
Her action doesn't match at all.
Yes, yeah. And she's just very mean to him. I think that's where people are rubbed wrong too. At another point, the teacher comes back and she's sitting down with all the couples at once. And she's just asking, the question is, how would you guys feel if you broke up? How would your life change after the divorce? Lee says, to be real, to be very realistic, obviously life goes on. But I just don't think I would be as happy, and I don't think life would be as good if my wife weren't there. And it just feels very real. It feels like, yeah, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it's just not what he wants. Like, he acknowledges Mai makes his life better, and he's happy with her in his life. That's it. Mai says, well, I would be sad, but my living standards would drastically increase. Like, juke! And she does a hand motion all the way to the stars. She said, it won't even disappear like this, like a rocket. Her reasoning was that she would no longer have to take care of Lee, of her baby boy. And also he spends money on clothes because he has to, because he's a performer. And so she wouldn't have to take care of the spending. And people are like, wait, he's the breadwinner. Yeah. So even Yangzi, the Nepo baby guy, he's like, how would you make money? I mean, just like for real, right? And she says, I can work. And like, again, I don't think anyone's saying you don't have talent, you don't have skill, but it's really notoriously difficult for people who, this is why being a housewife is so financially insecure for people, because you take so much time off of work and then going back into the work field. And also, even if she goes back into the workforce and finds a really good job, finding a job that pays money to live in a $5 million house in Beijing is very difficult. And so she's like, I can work. Youngzi is like, huh? I can work. It's not like I don't have hands and feet. I mean, honestly, like $1,000 a month is probably enough, no problem for me to live on.
$1,000?
Yeah.
To live in Beijing?
She said actually 2,000 to 3,000 won, which is actually like $500 a month.
No, 2,000 to 3,000 yuan? That's like $300-400
a month.
Yes. In Beijing? Are you kidding me? It's more expensive than New York.
Yeah, I think she's out of touch.
Yeah, this like, how could she say that?
Yeah, she's very out of touch.
Insult.
Yeah, a lot of netizens were also saying she's very out of touch.
Yeah. I mean, it's like Kim K. I think she said recently that she doesn't know the price of like milk, and we shouldn't be surprised by that. But it's just very kind of disgusting to hear someone say that in this climate where everything is ridiculously expensive and people are living paycheck to paycheck. To hear the woman, rich people say, I wish I knew what the price of eggs and milk was. And it's like, girl, stop talking. We know you're rich, but you don't need to remind us how rich you are. Because this is like, it's very unpleasant. It's very unlikable to be reminded that way, that you're so rich that you don't know the price of eggs and milk. It hurts. It hurts a lot.
So I
wish-
mean, I don't
wish
know,
could
but
say that
yeah,
almost.
she said 2,000 to 3,000 yuan.
Crazy.
Yeah, and she's saying, no problem, I can live off of that. No big
you
deal.
can't.
And everyone's like, you got upset when your husband flew to Shanghai and didn't get the appropriate rice cakes.
Yep.
I don't think so. And so the next day, Teacher Zhang continues to talk to just the wives about all of their thoughts and demands and stuff. So she's just saying her life would skyrocket because she can work and she doesn't need his money. And people thought it was just kind of weird. It was a weird thing to say. It also felt out of touch, like, I don't think you know what the real world is like. Like,
She
this is a little
doesn't.
crazy.
That's the whole
next day,
problem.
there's another activity. This was a viral moment.
What the
They
fuck
have
is
these
that?
painters who come in and they're drawing portraits. So it's like the crime painters, like the composition artists. You know what I'm talking about? So you get this painter. He's sitting in front of you, and you're hiding behind a giant white sheet. And each one of the couples are sitting alone. So let's say I'm sitting behind this white sheet. I'm talking to the artist. I describe myself, and he paints me.
So the painter can see you.
Cannot.
Yeah, based on your description.
Yes. And then I describe you to the painter. So the painter, based off of my descriptions, draws me and
Wait.
draws my spouse.
That's kind of
Yeah.
genius.
I know, we should try that one day. That's so cute.
Huh?
Yeah. Cause you see those police sketches and I'm like, who drew that? What kind of potato drew that? But this painter is really good. And so they're painting and they're talking about the relationship. And Lee is just saying the biggest problem is Mai doesn't save any room for herself. He says, I think I take up around 70% of her life. The kids and everything else are probably 30%. And she probably saves 0.5% for herself. Netizens already thought that was weird. They were like,
Interesting.
why are you such a big proportion and not your kids?
Why does Mai put him at 70%?
And not the kids. Like, some netizens thought it was weird. I don't know. I don't have kids.
But that's a decision that Mai made, correct?
Yeah. But no, that's his observation on Mai.
Okay.
He's thinking it's me 70%, the kids and everything else 30%, and probably 0.5% for herself.
But again, I would say that's Mai's.
Yes, but everyone's just upset regardless. Whether it's my decision, somebody else's decision. A lot of parents are like, couldn't be me. I don't know. I'm not a parent, okay? I don't know. I don't know. And so the painter is like, do you wish for her to allocate it like this? Like, do you wish it was a little bit different? And he's like, yeah, I think that she's holding on way too tight. So the painter asks, what would you like? The painter's like, what about if Mai does 50% for herself? Because you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of anybody else.
Facts.
30% for the kids and 20% for you. Lee says, no. I think the best would be if it's 50% for me, 30% for the kids, and 20% for her. So people
see.
are like, oh.
Yeah.
So you don't like it, but you like it. So people were like, wait a minute, what? So this part went viral. Like, you know the TikToks that's like, if you ever see a short little Korean girl slapping me around and spanking me and pulling out my
Oh
hair.
yeah. That's my girlfriend.
Don't save
Let her.
me. This is exactly where I want to be.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
No.
Oh, it's like a funny thing where you're
Oh.
like, if you see this, like, then they describe their wife screaming at me and spanking my ass. Don't save me. I'm exactly where I want to be.
Okay. I got it.
Like, this is
so if you
exactly
see
what I want.
this little 5'2"
Yeah.
Korean girl with
yeah.
the crazy hair and just like spitting into my mouth, don't save me.
Guys,
Correct?
have I told you about the mouthwash?
The what? Anyways, moving on.
I was using mouthwash and he was like, honey, you're so hot today. And he goes, spit the mouthwash in my mouth. And I went,
Wow. We are learning
this
things today.
is so crazy. I'm so shy. And so I did it. No, I'm just
I wanted
kidding.
to
I'm
know
just
that.
kidding. I did not. And he was kidding and we were kidding. But it's giving that, right? So netizens were like, okay, this we can't do this anymore. But there is this very intense moment. And this is actually a moment where people liked Mai when she is talking to the painter. She's telling him the rice cake story.
Here we
Not
go.
again.
And she's complaining about it. And he's like, well, what have you done for him? And she reflects because she's like, what have I done for him? Because she's talking about all the birthday gifts, like all the surprises he's planned for her. And she does like stuff for him, obviously, but she's never done anything like that for him. So finally, she's reflecting. People are like getting excited. And so all the comments are like, yes, this is the moment. Like, it is a divorce dating show. So naturally, we're going to be upset with couples. We're going to get too invested. We're going to get riled up. The parasocial relationships are going to go hard. But the minute that you start improving, people were so happy for Mai. They were like, this is where everything's going to turn around and everything is going to go up from here. Meanwhile, we got to focus on that dumpster fire next door, which is Yangtze. There's so much over there. So like, thank you, Mai. We got this.
Like, she's finally realizing her issue.
Yes, like we're finally going to get somewhere.
Issue?
And everyone thought this painting experience was the canon event to turn things around. That night, all three couples are sitting there and the paintings are unveiled, revealed to them. So mind you, you're going to have 2 paintings per person. One with your own description of how you see yourself, and then one with your partner's description of how they see you.
Yeah, so it should be you describe yourself really bad, and then your partner describe you really good.
Yes.
Something like
I will
that,
say
guess.
that with Lee, he said she looks like 2 celebrities, and they're both beautiful celebrities, and Maya's beautiful. They turn the paintings around. Maya's instantly upset with both of her paintings. Like, not even just the one Lee described, but the one that she also described.
Of herself?
Yes, and immediately it just is shooting through the roof with her insecurities. And it probably didn't help that the chill husband, who I think has a vendetta against Mai the whole time, okay? He just looks over and he goes, this is just like a picture of 4 men.
Wait, what do you mean picture 4 men?
Mai's painting looks like 2 men in a wig. But I will say the way that the other husband said it seemed like a full-on diss to the painter.
Oh.
It did not seem like he was targeting Mai. It seemed like he was like, oh, that painter didn't even get it right. Like, these are 4 dudes. Like, that painter sucks, you know?
Yeah.
That was the vibe, and everyone starts laughing, including Mai. And she's like, I don't want to accept this as me. I think it's better if I just live on beauty filters. And it was only a joke, but
What?
she just keeps going, 4 men, 4 men. And he's just like, yeah, it looks like a man cosplaying as a woman. And the wife is like elbowing her husband.
Why
Like,
is
shut
he?
the fuck up,
Is he
okay? Like,
doubling
she had
down?
spent enough time with
Stop
Mai to know,
talking.
like, this is not a joke that she's going to be chill with. Maybe this is a joke other people would be chill with, but she has personally spent more time with the other wives, and she knows, hey, husband,
Shut the
we're
fuck
about to
up.
get assaulted. So she's like, shut up. But he's a professional commentator. That's his livelihood. Silence is impossible.
Oh.
He just keeps going. He's like, I can't even look at these. Otherwise, I'm going to start busting out laughing. You know what I mean? And he said, I wish I could say more, but I think I'm going to get cyberbullied.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Yeah, and I genuinely, like,
Damn.
he even says, like, Maya's cute. She's the type with a baby face, like a very cute and sweet look. But this drawing is just like a man dressed up as a woman. So again, it's like he honestly thinks he's gonna get cyberbullied for bullying the
Learn
painter,
to shut the fuck up.
being like, she's got such a cute like baby face, and then he drew her like a man. I think that he was honestly trying to be nice.
Oh, like saying
You
that
think?
this picture represents nothing of mine.
Yeah, and maybe to even poke fun at the painter so that it doesn't become this. That's how I took it, interpreted as. So it doesn't become this whole moment of like, no, it looks good. When it's just like, no, the painter literally didn't do you justice. Like,
Yeah.
ignore it. Like, that painter sucks. Like, you have such a cute face. This is
Okay, it doesn't look like you. It looks like a dude.
yeah, it literally looks like a dude. Like, look at it. Like, come on. I can't even look at this without laughing. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That was the vibe he was giving. And she asks, do I look that much like a man?
She does not.
As who?
Ask the other husband. And the other husband is like, this cannot be your imagination. Like, did Lee say this one? Because one of them looks more like a man. And after all of this, like, Mai is just laughing and laughing and laughing. And it was
But
like,
she's not really laughing. Dang.
it was
The
just
calm
very
before the storm.
uncomfortable laughter that nobody really knew how to respond. And the other husband, I guess, did not have the nunchi to realize that at this point, I don't think the other husbands knew how sensitive Mai is. The other wives knew, but the other husbands there, like, they did not know. And you know, that's the thing too. You go to a gathering on your way home, in bed while you're showering. That's like, let me fill you in, FBI style. Okay, we're doing shampoo, and I'm like, okay, so basically, did you notice that moment where this person did this? Okay, so I think they were fighting, and so that's when like your husband is in the know. But this is on set. You're mic'd up. Everything's a hot mic, so they can't have those sessions. So husbands are in the dark. Their wives have not informed them on what's going on. So the husbands are like, I don't know what's going on. So he just keeps going. Do you know what I mean?
No, this is so bad. No.
Wait, why?
No, I mean, this is just a train wreck.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And then he's just like, then I guess maybe you're a man inside.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
He's
No.
saying, I mean, you said you want to take care of him. You feel like you're supporting the family. You have to be, you know, maybe you're like the dude inside.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh, my God. I'm scared. What happened next?
Not.
And she just keeps laughing, and she says, I'm laughing my ass off. Oh my God, I have tears in my eyes. I'm laughing so hard. And you just know.
Oh my God, no way.
When someone says, I'm laughing so hard, I'm crying, but you know that they shouldn't really be laughing, then you know that they're not laughing because they're crying, they're laughing.
Is
they're
this
crying 'cause
sad?
they're crying.
What's the vibe? Is this sad or not sad?
It's just giving very scary. Like unstable.
Oh, okay.
Or like not unstable, like that seems harsh of a word. But you know when you're sitting at a gathering and there's nothing you can do to stop the train wreck. It's not your train wreck, it's not your train, you're not the conductor. You don't even know the conductor well.
Yeah.
But you see it and all you can do is just
Oh, yeah, you can't.
Another Euphoria référence. It's just like when Rue turned around during the play and she sees Cassie behind the door, the door window seating, and she's like, "Yep, nope. I'm gonna pretend that I did not see that. I'm gonna pretend that I did not see that." That's probably the vibe for the wives, at least, because I feel like the husband seems all very clueless. But also, I feel like even if you're clueless, there comes a point where like it's okay to stop talking. You don't have to say everything that comes to your head. You don't have to. Sometimes it's cool to just shut the fuck up. And I don't think that husband realized that it was that time for him to shut the fuck up.
Stop it.
and you're just like on the side. Like anything you say at this point is only gonna make it worse. If you reassure her too much, also gonna make it worse. If you ask her if she's okay, it's gonna make it worse. If you try to support her, there's really not a perfect, especially because you're not close friends with her.
Yeah.
You know, everybody else is kind of like, I don't know what to say.
You think the chill wife, they got into a fight after this?
Yeah, probably. She's probably like, what the fuck?
Yeah, why'd you do that?
Yeah. And I think this was another thing where I think the painter just got it wrong. Lee said one of his favorite things about his wife is when she just laughs. She laughs a lot. And he just loves when she's genuinely laughing and she's got a big laugh. And I think that's a thing of Chinese culture is a lot of people will cover their mouths, or when they smile, they don't like to show their teeth too much. So it's like more reserved laughter.
Yeah.
But her laughter is very Western in the sense of like she laughs a lot, loudly, frequently, and it's big and it's bright and it makes you laugh because it's like, oh, it's infectious, right? And so he's trying to describe that, but maybe in Chinese culture, it's not as common. So the painter just drew a lot of teeth and it was kind of creepy. It was just like... I was like, no, you know? And he even tries to describe like, no, I think my favorite thing about her is when she has that infectious laugh where she's not restricting it. It's just so free. And I love that about her. But obviously it didn't come off well in the painting.
Yeah.
And he's even explaining that during this, when they unveil the paintings. Because the teacher is there, Teacher Zhang, and she's like, oh, like the smiles are different. So you have like a tighter smile when you describe yourself. But I see more teeth in the description of Lee's painting of you. And so he's like, yeah, because it was my favorite thing about her. And I don't know why he drew it like this, but I just love when she's laughing freely. That's my favorite look on her, like genuinely. And it's really sweet how he's
Yeah.
explaining it. And he's even saying, like, you know, I don't know why he did it like this. Everyone's kind of dogging on the painter to the point where they're like, okay, let's stop. Because, you know, the painter's going to watch the program. And, you know, let's, you know. So, again, it just seems like everyone is saying the painter did a bad job. And then it cuts to an interview. You know, those little studio interviews where they sit like this.
Yeah.
And Mai said that she just kept laughing because she felt sad. And the louder she laughed, it was just she wanted to cry more. So she was trying to hide her sadness. So she just kept laughing. She just didn't know why her husband didn't comfort her. So everyone was kind of like, I think.
So like, right. So it's like we feel bad for her, but then she, at that moment, she's still bringing up the husband not doing A, B, C, D.
Yeah. I think, because I was also trying to think too. Some people were agreeing with her, saying when the other husband was saying it looks like 4 men, you know, the husband should have stepped in and said something. But I was also thinking about that. And I feel like that would also make me uncomfortable because it's like, oh, now you've made it really serious. And now I don't know how to get out of this seriousness. I'd rather just this conversation be over. But now you've like drawn attention to it by making it serious instead of a joke. I don't know how I would have responded. Or maybe you could have laughed and made a joke back and diverted the attention. I don't know. I don't know what you could have done in that situation. I don't think there's much you could have done. I think it would just have been a sad moment where I'm sad. And I'm like, I'm sad. But she was just very upset. Even though every single time on this show, he talks about her and is like, I don't know why she doesn't think she's pretty. Like, yeah, she gained weight from when we were younger and before she had 2 kids. But that's very normal, no? Because that's how it is. That's even just aging, even if you don't have kids. And if you do have kids, it doesn't matter. Like, what does that have to do with anything? He's always like, no, she's so attractive in my eyes. I love her laugh. I love this about her. I love her bright personality. Like, he's always saying nice things, but she's just very upset at all of this. I will say that I think it was, I don't know why she's mad at her husband when I do think it was the other husband.
Poke fun at her.
Yeah, just kept going. Like, maybe he meant well, but then he kept going. Like, more netizens were upset with him than they were at her husband because there's just not a perfect way to navigate something like this. So they get up from the table that night. They go back to their residences, and the whole night, the whole morning, Maya's crying. She's crying at night, before breakfast, during breakfast. She's crying a lot.
How is everyone reacting? Do they know why, or they know why?
They know why, but I think people have mixed reviews. Some people are saying, I feel for her. Others are saying, I get it, but you're also an adult with kids. Like, it was sad, but I don't know if it's something I would spend 12 hours crying about.
Yeah.
And her husband keeps trying to console her. She ignores him completely. And even the other wives are getting uncomfortable, so they're trying to console her. And she's just saying, like, it's just the artist style. Like, they don't, you know, like the street artists. They just, some people draw caricatures, some people draw this way. It's just the artist style. Like, it really is not that serious.
Remember the crazy street artist that makes you look like a...
Yes.
Like that one on TikTok?
Yes, the one that, like, emphasizes all the crazy things.
Yeah.
And then they zoom in on the people sitting there like, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like... I think it's like her husband tries to comfort her. Okay, I think the problem is you want to be mad at your husband for not comforting you, but she starts making everyone else uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because she's still crying in the morning. The other wives are like, no, it's just the artist. And then it becomes like, it's really just a painting. Like, we can't, like, it's like everyone's here on this show because their life is also falling apart. But now they're so busy with you that they can't even focus on their own relationship. And it gets crazier, okay? But she's just having a pretty big breakdown. And a lot of netizens are upset about it. And this is where it happens. After this, you know, Maya is an emotional roller coaster. This is where it gets crazy. This is where I said, Maya, please stop. You're losing me. You're losing me completely. It's the chill husband and wife stay to handle the budget. Chill wife has been nothing but nice to Mai. Remember, she went grocery shopping for Mai on the tour day. She's like comforting her about the painting. And so it's her day to control the budget. They already pre-ordered the dishes at the restaurant that they're going to stop by at the next destination. Like, this is what I'm telling you. They've planned it to a T. They pre-ordered the dishes so that they can stay in budget. They know exactly how much dinner is going to be. They've prepped it out. And so right before they get into their little road trip, they're going to go buy snacks and they need to figure out what they're going to eat for lunch and all of these things. And Maya is looking at this area, and at this point, the cameras do not follow them into the little shopping plaza, but they're hot mic'd.
Okay.
Meaning their mics are still attached, because when you're on like production sets, it's like a giant mic you got to clip on, right?
Yeah.
But because there's no camera following them, your obvious assumption would be that they're not listening to you. They're not going to use this audio, which would be incorrect, because you're peeing and there's a sound guy who has the headphones on the whole time because he can hear all the mics. And if they're on, he'll hear you pee. He will hear you shart in the bathroom.
Yeah.
But just because the cameras aren't there doesn't mean that he can't hear you, right? So it's all mic'd up.
Yeah.
And the mics are rolling. They're recording. They go in there. The three wives go in there. The guys are outside.
So what are you seeing if there's no visuals?
It's just a black screen and little like caption bubbles.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Those spies.
And Maya's like, oh, we should buy roasted chicken, like rotisserie chicken. And the chill wife is like, no rotisserie chicken. We're going to eat big fish tonight. Like, we already pre-ordered it. Don't even think about the rotisserie chicken. And she has the right to make these calls, because the whole time Mai was making all these calls, like, no cigarettes, no this, no that, no that, right? Yeah. So she's like, no, trust me. Like, we've already pre-planned everything. Like, you guys are not going to be hungry. Trust me. Like, we just need to buy a few snacks right now. Yeah. And she's like, listen to me. I'm serious. I'm very good with money. Trust me. It'll be cheaper for you here to buy the rotisserie chicken.
Girl, that's not your day.
Like, roasted chicken? Yeah. We already ordered all the meals. Like, we don't need the rotisserie chicken. Well, aren't we going to eat tomorrow? Have you thought about the next day's meals, or like for a midnight snack or something else?
Does she just really want some chicken right now?
No, you'll see. It's worse.
It's worse.
The chill wife is like, you even want a midnight snack? Like, we are on a budget. And so she's going on about this rotisserie chicken. She basically bullies her into buying the rotisserie chicken. And then afterwards, they buy snacks, they buy coffee, and Mai is obsessed with this milk skin yogurt. It's like the most expensive out of all the snacks. Eva also wanted to buy this like specific juice, but she decided not to because it was, they didn't want to go against the budget. And then Mai is like, wait, where's the smoked chicken? And she's like, I'm not going to buy smoked chicken.
On top of
She
the
wants another
rotisserie
chicken?
Yeah, she's like, what do you mean? We got to get the chicken. And she's like, if it's over 20 yuan, I'm not buying you the smoked chicken. Mai's like, how is it possible? Do you even dare eat a chicken for less than 20 yuan? You can't even buy a live chicken for 20 yuan. It's 70 yuan. I think the price is normal. Let's get 2 of them.
Mai said that?
Yeah, and she's like, what are we going to eat tomorrow? Like, what are we going to eat?
That's tomorrow's budget. Like,
yeah, and then she's like, yeah, we're going to eat the smoked chicken tomorrow. And the chill wife is like, smoked chicken for lunch and dinner? Like, what's happening right now? And so she's trying to get Mai to rein it in, but Mai is ignoring her. She's just like pulling chips off the shelves. She's like, oh, this is perfect. This bag of chips is great. Can I have a cup of coffee? And the chill wife is like, no coffee. Your husband
like, what about the budget?
bought a cup for you yesterday, so I'm going to buy it for myself. So she's saying, your husband also bought you a cup of coffee yesterday from yesterday's budget, so I'm going to buy a cup of coffee.
Okay.
So she's like, okay. And she's like, and I want this yogurt. The chill wife is like, you can tell the chill wife does not want to buy the yogurt, but it also seems like the chill wife bought the yogurt because I think she took it as like Mai had a rough night. Mai had a really shit night, wants to eat the things she wants to eat. Maybe it'll make her feel better. So she is being really nice. And she's like, okay. Like, fine. I mean, she's still saying, like, this is a lot of money. But she's like, can you just pick one, the chicken or the yogurt? And then she's like, no, we got to get them all. And we got to get 2 smoked chickens. It was just a lot. Damn. It was just a lot.
So Eva didn't buy much?
No.
So mainly it's just Mai?
Yeah. And when they come out, they got lots of bags of food. The guys are already, like, looking at them like, here we go, here we go. And they're mainly looking at the chill wife and Eva because Mai has said 20 million times that she's so economical. So technically it wouldn't be her getting all of this, right? But it's mainly all her, to the point where even the chill wife is like, Mai wanted the chickens. And she says no.
My say no?
Yes, because again, she didn't think anything was recording inside.
That's fucking crazy.
She's like, no. And the other husband, the chill husband, is like, did you ask for my permission? We already ordered a big fish for dinner. And like, because Mai was like, you gotta ask for my permission anytime you buy something yesterday. So he's like, did you ask for me for my position?
Chill husband's talking to who?
To Mai.
Oh, okay.
Like,
okay.
You made me ask you for everything yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, did you ask me?
Yeah.
And then she's like, listen to me. We can't buy this smoked chicken after we leave here. The smoked chicken is going to be delicious. And he's like, what's so fucking special about the smoked chicken? Doesn't make any sense, right? And the whole time she's just kind of acting like it was a joint decision. And then she also brings up, well, I left you guys with like $7 yesterday. And besides, if I didn't leave you with that money, you wouldn't even have money to pay for all of this.
Girl.
$7?
Yeah, and it's like, because they would need the extra $7 in addition to whatever they had left over for the day to pay for this meal because they already prepaid for the dinner. Anyway, it's so complicated. And it's just like she's saying, because of me, you guys are able to get this, but nobody wanted this.
Yeah.
And so the girls are just, they don't say anything. They don't rat her out. But Yangzi gets out the car and then he's like, chill wife and my wife, you guys are so wasteful.
Oh, Yangzi is calling
His
out.
wife and
I
the
got-
chill wife for being wasteful of like spending so much money. And then you can see the other two girls start to get uncomfortable where finally Mai just like raised her hands and goes, well, I agreed to buy it too. What do you mean you agreed to buy it? You bullied everyone to buy it. I'm so confused.
And the other wife didn't say anything. Wow.
I mean,
And all the comments and like people thought, okay.
I hate this so much.
Yeah. And so all the comments are like, this is a scary woman.
Yeah.
All the netizen comments are like, I am scared. I'm so scared. I'm genuinely scared. And when they get into the car, the 3 girls are in one car and the 3 guys are in one car. And she is sitting in the back. Mai is sitting in the back. And she's just saying, honestly, I don't really care. As long as the money's not my responsibility, I don't really care. And she says she wants to live a little when it's not her day.
Ma'am?
She wants to indulge. But it's like she didn't let anyone indulge when it was her day. And so Eva, I think she was getting a little annoyed. She points out that the milk skin yogurt was the most expensive snack. And Mai just starts laughing. And she's like, well, your milk skin yogurt is the most expensive snack. It was like $6 USD.
Dang.
And Mai's just laughing. And again, this is the girl who said that she can live on like $300 a month without her husband. So she's laughing. And then she says something really insulting. She looks at the chill wife and says, well, then you can just go perform for my milk skin yogurt. This made everyone on the judge panel like,
You can
when
go
she said that.
perform for my yogurt?
okay, so to give you some context of how bad this is, when yesterday was Mai's day, they wanted to buy fireworks as a group. Her husband performed a song.
Yeah.
Her husband is a singer. And they had set it up. Like I said, this is important from yesterday. Remember, not yesterday, but the yesterday of the show. They had this whole set. It was high production. He had a good mic. He had his guitar. It was like romanticized and it was a whole segment in it. So him performing for fireworks was promo for his career.
Yeah,
it was a
his song.
whole career segment promoting his song, promoting his music, promoting everything about him. And it was an uplifting moment.
Yeah.
Chill wife is kind of like an online personality.
Yeah.
It's like me. I don't really have a talent. And if you tell me to go perform for someone's yogurt, it's almost like go do a few tricks.
Yeah.
It's like very demeaning.
Yes.
Especially when you know they're not a performer and don't have what you would call a performance skill. Like if I was a singer, maybe it's still a little weird.
Yeah, it's
but like
still
maybe
weird. It's still weird. 100%. Yeah.
But it's like in addition, it's a little extra weird when it's like someone is maybe a host or a celebrity commentator, a celebrity host or a celebrity podcast host. You know, it's how would you even perform? So it just was so bad that everyone on that panel went like it was just so fucking rude.
How did the chill wife take that?
She was so good at taking it. She said, oh my gosh, and now you want me to perform for yogurt? And she tried to defend herself by bringing up how, well, your husband had to buy cigarettes.
Oh.
And people said even that comment of what she's saying to the chill wife was so uncalled for, because especially the chill wife, like Ava kind of minds her own business. Eva does her own thing. She's very chill. She's very sophisticated. She's very sweet, but she does her own thing. The chill wife, I feel like, has been catering a little bit to Mai. She's noticing when Maya's sad, she's trying to comfort her. Like, it's just the painter's weird. She's willing to go to the grocery store in replacement of Mai. Like, she seems like she has been catering to her. And then for her to turn around and do this to her, it's just messed up. It's just gross. It's not nice. It's not a nice person thing to do. Another thing that people didn't like is the fact that she probably didn't think that the cameras were rolling inside the grocery market, which they were not, but she was still mic'd up. And it is maybe under the impression that this audio would not have been used. When she comes out, she could have easily just said, hey, you guys were buying whatever you wanted, so I bought whatever I wanted today. And I feel like people would have been okay with it. People would have been like, it's a little petty, but I mean, she has a point. But instead, she made it seem like the other two girls were so crazy.
Yeah, so clearly she knows
Yes.
what not to do. It was not honest, right?
No, it was not honest. And later, during her little sit-down interview, she indirectly admits everything. She says, I didn't let anybody spend money on my day. And I was actually under a lot of pressure because everyone was coming at me saying that I was stingy and too frugal and too controlling and didn't let anybody use the money. Everyone thought that it was going to be okay. It's giving, I had to teach them a lesson. She was like, everybody just thought that everything was going to be okay, and they didn't really care about how much money we were spending, and we'll just figure it out tomorrow. But that's not how it works. I don't like spending money without plans. And so because the burden is off of me and I feel really good and I feel happy, and there's other tour guides, now they're being stingy. Now they're saying, you shouldn't buy this, you shouldn't buy that. I mean, it was a complete 180 change. So netizens are saying the part where she says, they just all thought it was going to be better tomorrow, and that's not how it works. It was giving like, I need to spend this money so that they can understand the consequences of their actions. It was very vindictive sounding if she just said again, hey, they gave me a hard time on my day, so whatever, I'm just going to go with the flow now. I'm going to live a little like they told me to. I think people would have been okay. But they were acting like it doesn't matter. They were acting like, we'll just figure it out tomorrow. Well, guess what? Tomorrow came. That was the vibe. It was like, I got to teach them a lesson. And if things work out, then they're not going to turn to Maya and go, oh, we should have listened to you.
Yeah.
A lot of comments were like, wait, she did it on purpose. This is so scary. Another comment was like, question mark, question mark. Other people say, I just feel bad for her kids. Because they were like, this is just speechless activities. Like, we are all adults here. This is so unnecessary. What's happening? I think everyone caught on what was happening. Like, even the other husbands eventually caught on. Because no one was entertaining her. And she just kept saying some crazy things. At dinner, she was saying, when we get back home, I might even let my husband be in charge of the finances. I just feel so relaxed today. Like, I can just buy whatever I want. I got coffee. I got my milk skin yogurt. I don't have to think about how much money's left. Like, all I have to do is keep screaming, like, I want to buy that. I want to buy that.
She backtracking now.
Yeah.
She backtracking and she's trying to find a way out for herself.
Yeah, but also even just saying that, it was just kind of like,
yeah.
Nothing's wrong with it, but it's just a little weird. And so the chill husband is like, well, could it just be that you're spending my money? You know what I mean? Because it's not your money, you're spending my money on that day.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think she would be like, here, husband, take the finance and let me just like buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that. New trash can and new refrigerator and new, yeah. So
when this happens, the two guys are like, well, how much money do we have left for the day? And the husbands decide, let's just get a fucking beer. Because like, I think they're over life. They order a beer, and in China, everything has to be ordered through the phone. Like, your phone is your wallet. Yeah. And Mai is the only one that had the password to the account the producers gave them for this whole challenge. Because she was the one that had the finances the first day. And I'm sure it's like very hectic. I don't think all of them should be on their phones. So the new couple, the chill husband and chill wife, they don't have the password. So they're just asking like, hey, Mai, could you do the payment for it? Because she was the one that had the phone and the password. Yeah. I mean, I guess they could grab their own phone and learn the password, but I'm sure there's like hecticness. I don't know, right? But Mai decides she's going to make this a moment. She starts mocking the chill wife. And she's like, I have to say, though, They don't even know their payment passwords. Like, they don't even know that their money has basically run out before they even know their password. Like, whenever they spend money, they have to give me the phone and ask me for the password. Like, every time they bought something today, guys, I entered the password. Like, they don't even have a clue what their password is, but their money's already gone.
Yo, this does she have any idea
She doesn't
we
have
are
any
not on her side?
self-awareness.
Like, we don't think this is cool? Like, this is not a, whoa, you're so cool, Mai. Like, was she...
This is like the second time, like the first time that the chill wife broke her, showed a little bit of discomfort around Mai was the green rice cake story where she was subconsciously leaning away from Mai. And then she just looks kind of upset. Because it's like she has done everything to try and be nice to Mai. And then for Mai to keep doing this.
And what kind of diss is this? You know what I mean? Like, what have they done to warrant this kind of comment?
Even when afterwards the beers, they went over their budget for the day because of the beers. They didn't calculate it correctly. She doesn't say anything. She doesn't blame Mai. She's not like, oh, well, she's the one. You guys didn't see it, but she's the one.
Oh, yeah.
She just was like, yeah, that's my responsibility. I'm sorry.
And if it was Mai, it would be a whole spiel.
Yeah.
It would probably be the husband's fault.
Yeah, it would be the husband's fault for sure. It would be everybody's fault. And what's even crazy is at this point, the chill wife is fucking over her. Okay, she's like, she's trying to be cordial, but you can tell that she's upset. And just as much as I'm giving sympathy to Mai of saying like, it's a reality show. They're probably sleep deprived. They're probably stressed out. There's cameras in their face nonstop. I get it. But same with the chill wife.
Yeah.
She's equally stressed out, equally cameras in her face, probably more stressed out because not only does she have to worry about her husband and her relationship, she's worried about fucking Mai. So like she might be more stressed out than everybody. Even then, she's still being very cordial. She's just like kind of looks down, but she doesn't look mad. She doesn't look like, ugh. She doesn't look like she's trying to pick a fight. She just looks like, that sucked. Why did that happen? And at this point, Mai still has the audacity to bring up the chicken. She starts berating them like a mom. She's like, have you guys thought about tomorrow, what we're going to eat tomorrow? Other than the...
He said, let me tell you.
Yeah, other than the smoked chicken that I bought, have you guys thought about it? And I wasn't even allowed to buy the smoked chicken at first. Like, if I hadn't bought the smoked chicken, we would have nothing to eat tomorrow. I'm telling you guys.
Dude, this is like so annoying. So annoying.
If you didn't buy the smoked chicken and your yogurt, they would have still had like $42 left. So... And that's when the chill wife is like, well, if we didn't buy the smoked chicken, we would still have money left. Says who? Says who? And she's like, the smoked chicken was only $20. But she's like adding up the yogurt that she really didn't need. That was like $6. The other random snacks that she desperately needed. And the coffee and like, it was like $40.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't understand why they gave
and that
them
is
such a
when,
tight
that's
budget.
when Ava is like, wait, did you put this chicken in the fridge? And Maya's like, no.
Oh.
What?
So the chicken's bad now?
So she is like, I bought this because I'm thinking about everyone.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, doesn't put it in the fridge. And
How
then
long?
Lee, her husband, steps up and is like, oh, I put them in the fridge.
Oh, thanks God.
Yo, this is so iconic.
So
Wow.
she's saying she did this for everyone. She
Yeah.
bought the chicken for everyone, forced the chill wife on her day to buy the chicken for everyone, get everyone mad at her for going over budget. And then she's saying, I did this so you guys could all eat tomorrow. By the way, did I put it in the fridge so that you could actually eat it tomorrow? No, because that's not the point. The point is, you're welcome. And everyone... netizens were like, I'm so scared. Like netizens
Isn't she
went from
supposed to be a
being
housewife?
angry to just, I'm scared. I'm scared.
shit.
I don't know what to do anymore. Like, I'm genuinely scared. And at this point, this is the one time Eva is like laughing. But she's not laughing loudly. She's just kind of like chuckling to herself. And people were like,
Like out of disbelief or?
yeah, it was like that. This is so crazy. Like that kind of laugh. And everyone's like, we've broken her too. You know, it finally got to her after all this time, because everybody else, like, they had moments throughout the show where they're like, huh? Now what the fuck? But even the coffee, Eva was like, well, I didn't get the point either, but you should just tell him you want him to buy you coffee. You know, but this was the point where she was just
Without the
like,
background.
I got
Sad.
nothing to say. Nothing to say. And lots of people were pausing the show because they were getting so upset. And the pause screen, okay, this is the ingenuity of Chinese advertisements. So there are Chinese advertisements in a show where you can buy like mid-rolls. Da-da-da-da. Broadcast interruption, mid-roll. There's like before the show, there's after the show, they're in the middle of the show. Did you know the pause screen would be the most profitable for this show?
Oh.
Every time you pause it, it's an ad. Okay, you pause the TV to talk to your husband about the show, and you go, did you just see what I saw? You pause it, and the ad, the ad says, don't let variety shows stress you out. Do not smash your phone. Do not pound on your chest. Do not scream. Feeling overwhelmed? Meituan provides quick access to mental health consultations. Stay mindful while watching. Refrain from getting mad.
What?
Yeah.
Meituan is like Uber Eats.
Yeah, and now they have mental health consultations.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, Uber Eats has mental health
And now even
consultation
netizens are like, bro, I can't even pause without being reminded I'm losing my mind. Because I'm losing my mind because of this show.
Oh, so good.
Yes, losing my mind. I'm going to leave you with one last event that happens, or at least this part, because there's just no way I can. If you guys need the rest of this, because I could go on for 5 days. I could go on for 6 more episodes about this crazy. If you want to know if they actually ended up together, let me know. I'll give you another one, okay? But this is the infamous death scene. That's what everyone calls it online. They said, have you checked into the death scene yet? Because it's bad. Is bad. So later that night, the group is participating in a session. And the whole point of this show is to be raw. It's to be so honest and just try to fix your marriage. That's the whole point of the show. Is it scripted? I don't know. Is it manipulated by producers? I don't know, right? Like, we will never know. It's a reality show. But the whole point is to be as vulnerable as possible so that your relationship works out. And you can see some people are taking it more seriously than others. And Lee, the husband, is one of them. Like, he is very genuine about wanting to make his relationship work. It's not like, oh, I'm here so I look like the perfect husband. Oh, I'm here so I can get my career on track. It's genuinely like he wants to stay with his wife, Mai. And he wants to make it work. And he's being very honest. He's been very consistent. He says, these are my main 2 things that I struggle with our relationship, is that she's way too domineering and that she's way too frugal to the point where I don't know what to do anymore. Like, I genuinely don't know what to do. So they have this one card that asks, out of the 6 people here, who best fits the description of an ideal partner? So everyone on the count of 3 is supposed to point to who they think is the ideal partner.
Oh, that's very problematic.
Yeah, it's a crazy question. Okay, it's a very
chosen.
fucking crazy question. And I will say, I think that...
Okay, so I can foresee the issue already, right? My husband seems very straightforward.
I was just going to say that. Okay, so the other 2 husbands,
Yeah.
they're dumb. But they got a little EQ on them.
They know what's
this
like
one
a
is
death
what?
sentence.
Yes.
Is this why it's called a death?
Oh,
death?
Yes.
Okay.
They got a little EQ on them. They got a little, you know, are you gonna kiss me or are you gonna kiss the hottest girl you know? They got a little, you are the hottest girl I know, babe. They got a little bit of that, right? Mai's husband, very nerd alert, very robotic, very logical.
I relate, you know.
I know.
This is like the pre-programmed, like a version 1.
Yeah, V1.
V1.
V1. He's been software updated.
Took every question too literally.
Yes. There's just no way you would suddenly wake up as a worm. Like, and there's just, how do you think, I just don't see myself falling in love with a worm.
Yeah.
I can't even talk to a worm. I've never.
Honestly, when you become a worm, you live exactly 14 days and bye-bye.
Yeah,
You know?
and like, what if I've never walked outside and fallen madly in love with a worm, so I don't think it'll suddenly happen.
Yeah.
That was V1. V2 is...
V2 is, I love worms.
You're my favorite worm, babe. Okay? So, he's still V1. He's still like, actually, he's not even V1, he's V0.
God
okay?
damn. He's about a point, doesn't he?
He's about to point.
Ah.
Oh, no.
No!
Yeah, so everyone is like 3, 2, 1, point. Eva is like, respectfully, she does not point. She's like, I'm not playing these games.
Smart woman.
Like, there's no way that I can, with my full chest, point at my husband. There's no way I can point at anyone else without causing drama. So I'm not going to point.
I mean, the selection is pretty limited here.
Yeah. Yeah. You know? And so Yangzi points at Eva, his wife. Chill husband points at chill wife. And then Mai points at Eva.
Okay.
And then...
Oh my god, no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Points at chill wife.
Oh.
And then Mai looks disgusted and he slowly moves his finger to point at Yangzi as if he was just doing like a sweeping point to Yangzi. And like, let me tell you, no one wants Yangzi as a partner. Even his wife don't want Yangzi. She said respectfully, I'm not even going to point at my own husband because that would be a fucking lie. But now you're saying you're pointing at Yangzi? Absolutely not. We all saw you point at the chill wife. We all saw you. And now the chill wife, she is quickly EQing this. She's nunching. She's adding, deducting. She's rationalizing. She's doing the math. And she said, all fingers have a point except for Mai. So after being fucking bullied by Mai, she points at Mai.
Oh my god.
And she looks like she's being forced to. She's like,
so much mind game has happened.
She's like, I don't want to die tonight.
Is this all happening in like a few seconds at the same time?
Yeah. And she can't even look at Mai.
And everyone's like, how do we end up here?
Yeah.
No, I'm married to Mai, and Mai's married to him.
Yeah. And then Yangzi hits the whole group with the craziest sentence in the world. He hits the group with I think Mai's gonna cry again. And the fucking waterworks just boom.
She started crying?
Instant.
Oh my god. What a show.
And then not only does she start crying, Lee does not instantly comfort her because he looks like, I'm dead. Like, he honestly is just looking like, bro, I'm dead. Okay. So Mai is like, I'm not doing this anymore. And she storms off set.
Oh my god. This is crazy.
And, you know, a lot of viewers were mixed about this. A lot of viewers were saying, in any other show, any other reality show, cancel the husband. We're going to war for the wife, okay? But a lot of people are saying, after what we saw, it would just be a lie. It's like going to couples therapy and then fucking lying your way through it. You're not actually fixing any problems. You're not actually tackling the root of the problem. And that's another thing with Mai. Even when he is not pointing at other women, oh my God, crazy though. Even when he's not doing that, when he's trying to calmly tell her, I love you so much, I want to be with you, but this is one thing that bothers me, she won't listen. So it's like, okay, should he just lie the whole way through to make her feel happy when that's genuinely not how he feels and he wants to work on their relationship? It's not like he's like, whatever, I don't fucking care, I'm just going to point out whatever.
It doesn't seem like she has any growth. Like she's never trying to fix what's wrong with her.
No.
It's always like him, others. There's no growth at all.
And like, in later episodes, she gaslights him so hard. He's like, I think there's something wrong with me. Because you keep telling me that I'm like fucking crazy. And he's like, am I fucking crazy? Yeah. And so she storms off camera. A lot of the netizen comments are like, what's crazy is you also didn't pick your husband.
Like,
oh yeah, who did she pick?
Well, she picked Eva, but still, because she says, wow, all the other husbands chose their wives. That wouldn't be the thing that I'm focused on. I would just be so focused on like, how have we gotten here? Where I'm not
She
someone
does a lot of comparing and a lot of, instead of reflecting and finding out the root problem and issues.
That was her first thing. She's like crying and before she storms off, she says, and all the other husbands chose their wives.
Yeah.
So it was like very weird because it's like in that situation, I felt like I would just be sad and heartbroken that my husband, like we've gotten this far in our relationship where he doesn't think I'm his ideal partner. And in fact, there's someone else that he think is, not that he wants to go date that person, but like that's just how far we've drifted apart. Like how did we even get here, is the feeling. Whereas she's like, but the other husbands. But it's again, like the other husbands, I mean, what if they weren't telling the truth? You don't know anything.
Yeah, she's never going to be happy because...
Yeah. Lee is just kind of sitting there for a second after she storms off because I think he's also upset. Because he's like, well, I was trying to be honest and now this happened. And now he doesn't really know what to do. So he's just utterly blank. He looks very distraught.
He needs to
Some
go
viewers
talk
are
to
like,
his
why isn't he
wife.
chasing after her? Some viewers are like, no, that's why she's become the way she is because he's always probably chasing after her. And like, this is her habit. This is like why she feels like she doesn't need to change or listen to him. It's just weird.
Awkward.
It's just like these very awkward moments. A lot of netizens say what's actually funny though is that you can actually increase the volume to the highest on the TV and you hear Yang Ji mutter under his breath, she's already cried like 800 times.
No freaking way.
This is like the 800th time she's crying.
Yo, this is crazy.
So then he goes finally to comfort her and she shuts him down immediately. She refuses to listen. She refuses to talk to him. She's like, let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about it. Then they continue. She like sits back down and she's like, okay. And they continue with the next card. Of the 6 people here, who would you like to be friends with?
Oh, the show goes on.
Yeah. And one by one, they're all pointing except
Wait, what's the
for...
question?
Out of the 6 people here, who would you like to be friends
That's
with?
not a good question either.
And everyone's pointing. Even Eva's pointing and Lee is not pointing anymore. And everyone's like, you have to point, you have to point. And later he just says, I was really into this journey. Like I was really hopeful about the whole journey. But then I realized if I follow my heart, I'm just going to get in trouble. And so the whole rest of the game, everyone's like, Lee, you have to point, you have to point. And he just looks detached. Like he's not even into it anymore. And Mai doesn't give a fuck.
Was Mai pointing?
Yeah, and she's just like mad. Later on, they have a conversation about it, which we're going to get into later. But they have a quick conversation where he tries to talk to her about why he pointed at the chill wife.
Because she's chill.
It's not because he wants to like hurt Mai's feelings. He was just being genuinely honest. And he thought what would happen is after everybody points, everyone comes up with their reasoning and they can have these open discussions of what they're looking for, what they wish their partner would do more. And he says, I've never really talked to the chill wife. Like, it's not like he's flirting with her or like likes her. It's just he's gotten close to the chill husband. Remember, because he said they bonded over bikes and photography and music. And he was just saying how the chill husband was telling him how his wife really cares about him in the sense of she once saw him looking at a camera at a store. And for his birthday, she left it on his pillow. She doesn't like photography, but she likes that he likes photography.
Yeah, I mean,
and remember what Mai said? She said she doesn't give a fuck about getting to know her husband. She said she's not interested in his hobbies. And he liked a certain bike. Again, she doesn't bike, but she bought him the bike because he likes the bike, and she will listen to him about his biking and marathons. And she's like really not into that shit. Like she's like, whatever, but she'll listen. And she's like trying to get to know him. And so that's why he pointed at her. Not because he likes her, obviously. Not because he wants to get with her. Not because he wants to humiliate Mai or hurt her feelings. It's like he genuinely just wanted to express this to Mai. Like those are things he wished that he had in his relationship. And she still doesn't get it. She's still pissed.
Oh, yeah?
Well,
Yeah. No, it gets crazier. Because in the next episode, he has a full-on breakdown. Like, full on, he crashes out. And her reaction to his crash out is insane.
Is there going to be an ending to their relationship? We're going to find out?
He's going to crash out. And then at the very end, which is in like the next few episodes, they're going to decide if they're going to get a divorce or if they're going to be together. And they even talk about who's going to get custody of which kid.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, it was...
What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments.
I'm not sure why
and I'll
I'm
see you in
saying
the next
wow.
one. Bye.
It was bound to happen. They were not gonna stay together. They were not gonna stay together. It's very unhealthy dynamic. She's not likable at all.
Agua, agua.
It is the final chapter. That is the most insane relationship thus far on a reality show. This is part 3 of See You Again. I'm seeing you again. I saw you again. I'm seeing you again, and I'm done fucking seeing you. Like, I want to leave. Yes, this is the finale. If you guys haven't watched the two previous parts, yes.
Only for Mai, though.
Literally only for one of the 3 couples. Because the other couple is crazy. Is crazier.
He's crazier than Mai.
He's so much more insane than Mai. He makes Mai seem like a playground. If you guys don't know, See You Again is a Chinese dating reality show, but it's a divorce reality show. I guess it's the opposite of dating. Yeah. And it's where 3 Chinese celebrity couples come on the show and their marriage is already in shambles. It's on the rocks. They're about to get divorced. And they're going to be on here for 18 days doing a cross-country road trip across China, seeing the sights, partaking in these little challenges, talking to the other couples, talking to therapists to see at the very end, do we want to keep trying? Do we call it quits? And it's dramatic, it's intense, and on this season, we have 3 separate couples. We've got Yang Zi and his wife, Eva. Yang Zi is a Nepo baby. That's the crazy couple. Yang Zi is the crazy one. Eva is fine. Don't lump her into this. She's not, you know what? You're right. It's not a crazy couple. It's a crazy man. It's a crazy man doing crazy man shit. That's them. And then you have the chill husband and wife. I don't think we're even going to do one episode on them because they have problems, they have fights, but they just seem like a regular couple where it's like, yeah, we fight, we kind of love each other. He's kind of hot, she's kind of cute, but like we fight.
They love each other again after they seeing the other 2 couples.
Yes, they're like, I don't think we knew what you meant when marriage is in shambles was like part of the description. We thought it meant like y'all fight. We didn't know, like, they should honestly not be together, any of these people, except for the chill husband and wife. And now you have Lee and Mai. Lee was a very famous singer. Still famous, but he had a very big breakthrough song 12, 13 years ago. He has never really replicated that level of success, but he's got a cult following. He has a successful career. They live in a $5 million Beijing mansion. Mai is the mother.
Honestly, it's probably an apartment. I mean, when you say mansion.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, it's like in New York. You wouldn't get like a town. Well, I don't know how to.
Yeah, it's not a mansion. For sure. You don't get a yard.
Oh, yeah. Which,
nobody
remember,
gets a yard.
When you get a yard in Beijing and you say, spending time in my backyard, and people know you live in Beijing, that's the craziest flex you can have.
That's billionaire money.
Yeah, so they live in an apartment, a $5 million apartment in Beijing. They live a good life. Yeah. Mai is a housewife. She is the mother of their 2 children, and she is... I have no words to describe her. You just
flashback to the last 4 hours of stories.
You just have to go watch those episodes. I can't tell you. You could throw a thesaurus at me and I wouldn't even be able to tell you anything. So that's Mai. So with that being said, the last round, we left off with talking about, what were we talking about? What happened? Oh, she was sabotaging the other couples on their spending day because she wanted to be right. She has an obsession with being right. And then the whole death point thing happened where all the couples sat down. And it was a moment where like I said, in any other reality show, the husband would have been canceled. But the question was, in a very open manner, point to who in this group you think is the ideal partner. The other 2 husbands pointed at their wives.
As you should,
and
speaking.
My man, Mr. Lee, pointed at somebody else's wife. And it did not go well. It did not go well at all. This is the downfall. This is the climax of the show, but it gets worse. So immediately the next day, the producers are like, you know what? We're just going to act like we did not set you guys up for failure. We're just going to keep rolling with it and make y'all roll with it. So we're going to do head of the house cards. We are going to give it to one person in each couple. And obviously, they give it to the person that's not as take charge in the couple. So they give it to Eva. So she has this card for the rest of the day, which means whatever she wants, her spouse got to do it. Her husband, Yang Zi, has to do it. Eva gets it. The chill husband gets it. And then Lee gets it. Mai's husband gets it.
So they make the call.
You cannot complain. You cannot refuse. You cannot be angry. And like, obviously, no one's asking you to do anything crazy or illegal, like go kill somebody or like, hey, lick every single in between my toes. No one's asking for stuff like that. It's just like normal stuff. No one's being unreasonable about it. But we just know things are not going to go well because the whole death pointing thing happened last night. And the whole night, Mai and Lee have been fighting. Mai has been crying for what Yang Jie has muttered under his breath has been the 800th time. Like, apparently there have been lots of times that she has cried that they have not aired.
Wow.
So he's just saying everyone's attempting to console her. Even the other two wives, instead of sleeping or instead of working on their own marriages, they are, for again, the 800th time, just hanging out with Mai, trying to make her feel better. Meanwhile, Lee, he keeps getting kicked out. Mai's like, I don't want to talk to you. Leave. So he keeps getting kicked out and he's just trying to understand what's going on. Like, he doesn't understand. He just wanted to be open. He wanted to have these open conversations with Mai, and none of this is working out the way that it should be working out. And he's just so freaking exhausted. Even when they talked right after the whole thing, like I said, he was very honest. He said the reason that he pointed at the chill wife was not because he found her beautiful or, I mean, she is, but it's not like anything like that, which that would have been crazy. He said, I don't even talk to her. I just talked to her husband, the chill husband, because remember the very first day he said we bonded about our likes for photography, music, film. Like, we had a lot of the similar taste. And so we just bonded off of that naturally. And then obviously the conversation of our relationships came up, and he was talking about how his wife is honestly a very thoughtful person. He was saying how he would be interested in a camera. He would look at a camera at a store. And then for his birthday, she would leave it on his pillow. So it's like she would notice these things. And even if she is not someone who's into the hobbies that he's into, she wants to know about it. She wants to support his hobby. She wants to be involved. She wants to ask him about it.
Yeah.
And previously, Mai confidently and proudly said she's not interested in getting to know her husband. Like, she doesn't find it interesting. She said, yeah, she could ask him about his taste in music, which, side note, he's a fucking musician. She said, but then he would talk for 2 hours, and then the whole time she would sit there and think about what to buy at the grocery store.
It's so crazy that she says it with a full chest.
That's crazy.
It's like kind of weird because she's almost proud.
Yeah.
There are some people, like, I've actually met a few people before where it's like very proud to like hate their spouse publicly. And I'm like, I feel like y'all should just divorce that because that's crazy, no? Yeah. So she like publicly is like, so what? Like, I don't give a shit about him. And it's like, you're on national television. Yeah. On national TV, and it's like, why are you even on this show then? And it just, he
like,
said,
she genuinely don't see a problem with couples having no interest in each other. Like, we have no common interest. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
You know?
And she's like, I don't see why I have to get to know his interests.
Right.
And she said that he is telling her that he wants to make it work, but this show, it just kind of magnified their problems. Which is probably how it is. You know, you're supposed to confront your problems, try to fix them. He said he just feels like in this relationship, she's just never happy. And he's like, I mean, I'll go get help. You keep making it seem like I'm crazy. So like, I will go get help if there's something psychologically wrong with me that I don't even see. And I think a lot of netizens thought that that was also crazy because they're saying she has gaslit him to the point where he thinks he's mentally ill. Like, he has psychological problems. And it's just, it's gnarly. And after he's opening up about all of this, he's like, I pointed at her for these reasons. And these are things that I just wish I had in a relationship. And he's so calm when he talks. He's never emotional. He never actually says anything that's mean. He never is like, you never do that for me. It's just very like, these are things I wanted. I think our problems are being magnified on this show. It's not like, see, you have so many problems and you refuse to work on them, which she doesn't want to work on them, and nobody would even really be that mad for him saying that. But her response is, I'm really calm. Like, I'm actually very calm today. I think in the process of you exploring your own heart, maybe that's what you want. She's telling him. But I'm sorry, that's no longer what I want to give. I have my own thoughts, and first of all, you don't have an apologetic attitude for pointing at her.
You don't have apologetic attitude
didn't
for
you
pointing
point at
at
somebody
a different
else's too?
woman,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Next, just like what you said, you hope that your wife could pay special attention to your world, buy you things that you like, but you don't do that for me, so I'm not going to do it for
That's
you.
a fucking
You
lie.
don't give, but you keep asking for it.
That's a
And okay,
lie.
could some of that be valid? Netizens are like, technically, I'm sure lots of couples have been in situations where like, okay, yeah, fine. I guess it's like annoying when it's like, well, you do the change first, right? But people thought it was messed up because the way he's saying it was so genuine of like, please help me. This is what I want. This is what's happening with me. And she's like, no. If you're not doing it, I'm not doing it. And people just thought it was like, God. And then also people didn't like the fact that he has to apologize when, yeah, it's a very sad moment. Another thing, if you guys didn't watch the last episode, where he pointed at the other wife, the first thing she said while crying was, the other husbands pointed at their wives. And so people felt like it's not even that she's sad that their relationship has gotten to the point where he doesn't think she's the ideal partner anymore. It's the fact that all the other husbands did this, but he did not. That's what made her mad. And so people thought the fact that he has to apologize to her for this is weird, because isn't the whole point of this being so brutally honest and being so vulnerable so that you guys can change to have a better relationship? And at this point, she just brings up divorcing. She's like, maybe we should separate then. And again, a lot of people felt like she was saying that so that she can just win this whole conversation. And she even asked, if we divorce, can I have the kids and all the money?
Oh, that's when she asked? Right now?
Whoa.
Yeah, she was like, so if we divorce, can I have all the kids and all the money?
What do you mean all the money?
假设我们两个离婚哈，孩子跟钱能归我吗？
That's crazy.
And Lee was like, Lee again
Girl.
is like, literally, divorce is not even on my mind. Like, I'm not going to talk to you about divorce right now. And then she's like, then you take all the money and I'll take the kids. Okay, just to give you perspective, a lot of netizens know that Lee, both of his parents passed away very early. And so he has a very strong sense of family unit with his family because he doesn't really have other family. I don't know if he has siblings. It doesn't seem like they talk about siblings or anything. It just seems he seems very lonely family-wise. And so they have this whole conversation and Lee's like, I'm not talking about divorce. I'm not talking about divorce. They go to sleep, they wake up, and now he is the head of the household. He's got the head of the household card. And all of his demands for Mai are so simple. All the other couples, they've got bigger demands. And he said, just don't be angry. Try not to have such a salty face. And just maybe spend time making music with me. Like, these are all fun things. Like, don't be angry, don't look salty, fine. And then, like, make music with him. That seems like a good time, right?
It does.
Clearly, she's not gonna listen. So the next morning, those are his 3 demands, and the 3 couples are to get into 3 separate cars and drive on a road trip to the next destination. And the producers even are saying, you know, this is time for you guys to have alone and to reflect on the past few days, because they didn't have a lot of couple-to-couple time. They had a lot of time with the other wives or as a group or the other husbands. There wasn't intimate moment time. A lot of the times the couples don't even sleep together. So it's like the girls will all sleep together and then the guys will sleep together. So finally, you're getting time. Immediately, Mai goes to Eva and says, can I ride in your car? I don't even want to be in his car.
Girl.
Okay, so she
That's
just
not the goal of the
ignored
show, though.
every instruction and the purpose of the road trip.
And the purpose of the show, but also like, now you're putting another couple in a weird situation where they can't say no, but also it's not their job to make you comfortable. They have their own relationship they need. The show is not my show. The show is 3 couples trying to fix their own relationships. And mind you, the other wives have been spending a lot of time trying to make Mai feel better. And so Eva is like, what? That's like, don't do that. That's too obvious. Like saying like, you're going to make him feel very...
Damn,
you know,
high EQ response.
Yeah, it's just a lot. And it also happened to be Chinese Valentine's Day while they're on filming.
Wow. So that day is Chinese Valentine's Day. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the chill wife, she tries to interject and she's like, oh, so are you guys driving? Like, she's just saying like, oh, are you guys ready to drive? And Mai is like, oh, I'm going to take their car. So at this point, Eva had not said yes, but she's like, I'm going to take their car.
she's
Girl.
gonna share the ride with them.
Yeah, with Eva and her husband. So she's telling the other wife, like, I'm gonna go with the other wife. And
No,
even the
girl.
chill wife is like, huh? And Maya's like, yeah, I'm gonna ride with Eva and chat with them. And she just like storms off into the car. Yangji, who does not care about EQ, Eva's husband, goes, hey, go away. He's like, go back to your car. What are you doing? Like, go to your car.
Crazy.
And Mai ignores them and just gets in the car. And then she goes, no, I don't want to go in that car. Yep, but why is that their problem? They don't want you in their car, clearly.
Yeah.
Like, your problem is not their problem. Like, the whole world is supposed to revolve around you, and that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Also, this show is not just about you. Like, you just keep inserting yourself into everything, but like, it's not about you. The whole point of the 3 separate cars is finally for the couples to talk
Have
on
some
this
me
road
time.
trip. Like,
Damn.
what do you mean? I don't know. The things that she does are very odd, and people are getting very frustrated. And people are commenting, like, Eva also has head of the household. Mai does not have head of the household card, but she's just deciding for everyone. Like,
yeah.
it's just so crazy. It's not even just deciding for her and her family unit. She's now deciding for everyone. So she gets in Eva and Yangzi's car. And now the chill husband and chill wife are in one car, and Mai's husband is alone. So the chill wife and chill husband, they get into Mai's husband car. Because they're like, I mean, we're not going to let this guy drive completely alone. Like, that's f***ed up.
That is crazy.
So she f***s up everybody's day. She f***s up the whole day for everyone. Oh my gosh.
Wow. So like everyone just like catering
Damn,
to
girl.
her childishness.
Yeah. So she's like f***ing up everybody. So in the end, they take 2 cars instead of 3, and nobody gets the intimate alone couple time to talk and work on their relationship because of one person.
Damn. His head of household card mean nothing to her.
yeah.
Right?
No,
I
she
didn't mean
literally
anything.
outright said, I don't care. So when they arrive at the next destination, they get out of their cars. The whole road trip has just been awkward, uncomfortable. What's crazy is that she ruined everybody's day for no reason, but everyone's still trying to be in high spirits. So they get to the next place and they're like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. They're taking pictures. And she's like, okay, guys, well, don't worry about me. She tells them, don't pay attention to me. Don't worry about me. And everywhere they go, she's just fucking speed walking ahead. Like, she's just always off in the distance. And then people will be like, are
She's
you
an
okay? And
energy
then she'll be like,
vampire.
don't pay attention to me. It's okay. Like, enjoy your day. And then she'll just like speed walk into the distance. And like, let's be real. You can't not pay attention when someone's doing that. And it also throws off like the whole energy of the group. It's
Yeah.
just like no one can genuinely have fun. No one can be not on edge. Like the whole time you're just like so uncomfortable. And what's crazy is I think it's so understandable. There are other days where one of the other couples will get into a massive fight. But when they're in a group activity, you see them so uncomfortably trying so hard to like, yeah, let's do that, yeah. Because like, you know, that's what you do. You get into a fight with your partner and then you show up to the party and you're like, you're trying so hard. You're like, no, I'm not going. I'm not going. You know, that's what people are supposed to do, people are saying. But she won't do it. Like the other couples will do it. Because like you see them and it's like, I literally just saw them get into the biggest fight ever 2 seconds before they came out to this dinner with every single person. And like, I just saw that they were both sobbing and they wiped their tears off and they sat down and they tried so hard to not make it awkward for anyone. But like, she won't. So it's just people thought it was unfair. And I think it's very interesting because she's doing everything she says she doesn't want to do. So in an interview, she said, yeah, well, I mean, look, I don't want to be alone with him and I don't want to ruin the mood for everyone. That's why she was walking ahead. But she had a very sour face the whole time and she was walking ahead. So honestly, the mood was kind of ruined for everyone. What do you mean, right? And then they get back into the car and she's telling Eva and Yangji, and she's like, you know, last night after the whole death thing, the death point thing, well, she doesn't call it that, but after that whole fight, she's like, you know, he came to find me and he just told me everything I did wrong. And the panel of judges that watched everything, they're like, that's literally not what he did.
Yeah.
Like, that's not at all what happened. That's actually crazy.
Gotta be
Like, he
opposite.
opened up to Mai being completely vulnerable. He expressed his own emotions. He expressed his struggles. He even questioned if he needed therapy. He thought that something was wrong with him. He felt like their issues had been magnified. At no point did he say that Mai did anything wrong. The conversation wasn't even about like, you. It was very like, here's how I'm feeling about it, and I just want to be open about it. She never mentions that she threatened him with divorce or how she coldly was like, well, then I'll take the kids and you take the money. Like, that's a crazy comment to just throw out there. She didn't do any of that. And so at this point, Eva and Yangjin, they're comforting her. And honestly, it seems half-hearted. It seems like everyone just knows if you comfort her, it's the easy way out. Because if you try to like have any sort of conversation with her, the one biggest comment that netizens have is talking to Mai is like talking to a wall. Like, you're not going to get through. There's nothing that's going to happen. You could try to slam your head into a brick wall 500 times, but your head's going to burst open before that brick wall breaks. That's just not going to happen. And so they're just like, oh, that's messed up. Yeah. And then she still keeps going. And she's like, but don't you think he still doesn't realize that he did anything wrong today? Like, everybody was praising their wives, but he was praising another woman.
She's still on the
finger pointing.
Oh my God.
Isn't that ironic? I just feel like I'm always sitting on pins and needles. Yeah, and then she accuses her husband of speaking negatively about her constantly and making her feel like shit. But
when has the husband ever speak negative of her?
Yes, and we never really hear her speak positively of him either.
Maybe she's saying like he's saying the issues in their relationship, maybe.
Because that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It seems like she almost came on the show to act like the perfect couple, and then she's pissed off that he's actually trying to work on their relationship. That's the vibe it gives.
Ah, I see.
That's the vibe.
I can see that.
Because
it seems like she compares a lot, right? She's constantly comparing with his friend, other couples. She's just upset that the husband won't play the role of like, you're on a divorce show. What are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you doing on the divorce show? Go to a different show. There's one point where she has to guess his favorite color, and she guesses white, but he actually says it's green. And she goes on like this whole thing where she's like, but you never wear green.
Oh my God.
And then he's like,
oh
no,
my
but
God, this is crazy.
Yeah, and then
this
he's
is
like,
crazy.
Yeah. And she's like, no, but that's weird because you never wear green. You don't have any clothes that are green, which is like weird because I don't know if everyone just like wears their favorite color all the time.
Yeah, even that could be a conversation, like crazy.
Yeah, and she just seems like annoyed.
It's not even the moment. It doesn't seem like she's like reflecting like, oh, that's fascinating. I don't know how I didn't think of that. It's more so like, no, you don't wear green.
Yes.
So, like, I don't believe you.
And another thing is like people were saying that's the energy you have in another reality show where couples are like trying to win a prize. It's like, no, like now it's like about competitiveness. Like, you don't even wear green. Like, come on, we got to get the point, right? But for this, it's a divorce show. It's like, you're not winning anything but a divorce. Like, I'm so confused. Everyone's confused because yes, you get points, but the points are for later to see progress. It's not because it's a competition.
Yeah.
When they get out of the car again, Yang Jie is like trying to ease things over, and he's probably sick of Mai being all up in his business. So he's like, Lee, you should come say good morning to your wife. And Mai turns to him and goes, did you ask me for my permission?
To Yang Jie?
Yeah. And all the comments are like, did you ask for permission when you went into their car?
你有问过我意见吗？
That's actually insane. And then she proceeded to announce loudly, I'm just going to stick to Eva the entire day.
Eva doesn't want to
Eva's
sit
like,
with you the
SOS.
whole day.
And again, did she ask for Eva's permission?
I mean, I get the whole politeness and it's cultural difference and blah blah blah, but I mean, she's an energy vampire. Ultimately, you have to say something. You have to be honest about how you feel about this whole thing. You have to talk, to speak up, because if you don't talk and or speak up, how the fuck is she gonna learn? Eva is an energy vampire. Not Eva, I mean May. Yeah, Mai. So you need to speak the fuck up. Oh my god. Say something. I'm giving up on you. But seriously, I feel like the wives are kind of enabling her in a way where, like, the they need to be honest with her. They need to say, yo, shut the fuck up. Or, hey, you're annoying. Or, no, I don't want to spend a fucking day with you. This is not what this show is about. I'm supposed to spend the whole day with my husband. Why the fuck would I spend the whole day with your ass? Like, can you fucking be serious right now? This show is about marriage, not about petty bullshit because you don't have the fucking skills to have a good communication with your husband. They need to they need to snap. Because I don't think she understands anything. And that's coming from me who also has issues understanding social cues. But like she is very, 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 very bad at that as well. Oh my god. I'm going to put my fucking glitter back. No, not cat. And it's fucking hard.
And also, Eva is here for her own journey, you know? That doesn't make any sense. And then someone reminds her, like, it's the head of the house today. You know, you have to follow the rules. Yeah. And even Lee on the side, the husband goes, it's okay, I'm just not going to use the card.
Wow.
It's another thing where Mai always complains about how her husband doesn't save her face.
Ugh.
Which I hate that so much. I hate that phrase a lot. I hate that phrase. Okay, I don't know if it's the phrase I hate because it's a phrase also commonly used in East Asian households. Ouch. If you hurt my feelings in front of other people, I'm going to be upset with you because you hurt my feelings. And there happen to be other people. But I think it's crazy when it's like about saving face. Saving face is like making you look good in front of people, like saving your reputation, saving your face in front of other people. So she's saying that he never saves her face, like never rescues her in these moments, but she's always saving his face. Meanwhile, nobody sees that. Like she's just spitting on his face all the time. Even the other couples, Yangji, dumpster fire. Arguably so much worse than Mai. But even head of the household days, he's waking up early. He's carrying Eva's bags. He's holding her hand throughout the day. Like, there's a lot. And even the chill wife, she's writing love poems for her husband. That's his wake-up service. Yeah, he asked for a wake-up service. Yeah.
Yes.
Just like, dear love. And that's his alarm, you know? Everyone's making effort, but she will not talk to her husband. And they're trying to tell her, Mai, today is head of the household day. Like, you have to cater to him. You need to make him feel like he's truly the head of the household. And she announces in front of the whole group. Again, she like went on rants about saving face. And she said, all right, but the problem is, as someone who's about to get a divorce, and even Youngja is like, no, this is the rules of the game. Okay, you gotta play the rules of the game. It's like the spirit of the game. People say Yangzi, like the only time he seems normal is in front of Mai. So I don't know what
real,
that says.
Real recognizes real, I guess.
Like they be communicating.
Maybe they
should. I don't know. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
But like, I don't know. And Lee the whole time is trying to reconcile with Mai. He's helping her take pictures, asking her if she needs water, like running after her as she's storming away. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. And they've been married for so long. Like at that point, it's so exhausting. Just sit down. Speed walking is more exhausting than communicating. Trust me. Just sit down and be like, hey, I wish you would do this. And then you'd be like, okay. It's that simple. And then you're like, oh, okay. Literally the coffee thing. Just do that. It's fine. He's doing everything to please Mai, but she is ignoring everything. She does not consider his dignity, his feelings. When she's interviewed about this, she said, there's just a big issue in our relationship and I don't really want to do this head of the household day. I don't care to do it just for appearances or to save face.
What?
Well, she just said that he
even when they had to go up the stairs, he's like writing things for her, like, I just want to stay together forever. He's like trying to console her. And she doesn't care. She says, yeah, I mean, they were asking us to do an activity where we write about what we want most in life. And he wrote down, stay together forever. I don't think that's what I want. And everyone in the comments is like, God, she doesn't want anything. Nothing is what she wants. The fucking green rice cakes weren't what she wants. Nothing is what she wants. Everyone's getting frustrated to the point where It was so uncomfortable the whole day. She keeps walking ahead. Everyone keeps trying to keep up with her. People are trying to comfort her. She even does this thing where the chill wife walks up to her and is like trying to comfort her. And she's like, you really don't have to stay with me. Like, spend time with your husband. There's no need for you guys to not spend time together on my account. It's completely unnecessary. Like, it's very rare that you guys have time together. So go. After you just like broke up everyone for the road trip, like that's actually crazy for you to say. You were the reason that nobody was able to spend time with each other. Yeah. Even now, nobody can spend time with each other because how can they? How can they try to reconcile their relationship when you walk 20 yards away and you got big ass sunglasses on and you're just like the angriest Secret Service the whole time? Like, I would not be able to do anything. I would be so scared. While boarding a boat, Lee is trying to take Mai's hand to steady her, pushes his hand away, and she deliberately chooses a seat by herself, making everyone feel uncomfortable. It's just all day. She just keeps saying, you don't have to pay attention to me. Like, just do your thing. Don't go spend time with your spouse. Like, don't split up on my account. Like, go. But how can they? It's like her actions and her words are just not matching up. If that's the case, go sit next to your husband and then just be like, hey, you're so annoying. I don't want to talk to you. And don't talk to him. But when you're sitting all the way away, everyone has to get involved now. Because there are other times where the other spouses are like, yeah, I'm not going to interact with my spouse because we just got into a fight, but I'm also not going to make it a big deal. Lee is on the boat trying to give her snacks, trying to engage with her, attempt conversation. She absolutely just does not care, to the point where she outright just disrespects him and turns to the group and says, I don't want to talk to him, and starts laughing.
Starts laughing?
Yeah. Like, just acts like he doesn't exist. And again, this is like a full-grown adult with children. Like, it's just not adult behavior. It's not really acceptable behavior. I don't even know if it'd be appropriate as like a 20-something-year-old. It's just weird. It makes everyone uncomfortable. I don't know what the point of that is. And it's gotten to the point where the group is so uncomfortable. Now everything is Lee's problem. They tried everything they could with Mai. Doesn't care. So now the group are turning their efforts to the husband and they're saying, you have to say something to Mai before she storms off again.
Oh.
Like, you have to say something to her before she storms off. You have to try to stop before she walks away again. Like, so now it's like people are saying they understand why the rest of the group did that, but this is why Mai is the way she is, because you can't get through to her. So then everyone will just make her husband appease her, and that's why she feels entitled to act this way.
Oh, because everyone's telling the husband to do something.
First of all, everyone's catering to her.
Yeah.
Which maybe she likes that. Maybe she feels justified in her anger. I don't know. But it enables her to keep doing it. Like, you know, that's why usually, like, with children, if they throw unreasonable tantrums at a certain age, people say you're not supposed to engage and, like, constantly be like, how can we make this better? How can we make this better? When it's like, no, you just can't eat 5 bowls of sugar before dinner. Like, you just can't. And that's okay. And so that's kind of what people were trying to say in the comments. That's what a lot of the panel were saying. But she just refuses. Even her husband is like, come back, Mai, like, let's talk. And she's like, no, I can walk faster without you. And eventually he's like, don't you have to listen to me? I'm the head of the household.
Ooh.
And she said, we don't even have a home anymore, so there's no head of the household. And then she runs off, and the rest of the group are now dogging on the husband, like, go run after her. Like,
my God.
Come on, chase after her.
They're over it.
Yeah, they're like, we can't do it. You got to do it now. Like, do everything you can because we're over it. They're like, go. So they try everything. And I will say, Lee has a very dumbass moment.
Dumbass moment is crazy.
Everyone in the comments was like, oh no. Oh no, why'd you do that? Oh no. Even the panel were like, oh no, don't do that. Before we saw what he was thinking.
It is like talking to a lamppost.
Give me the scene. Let me guess.
Stairs.
Stairs, okay.
Everyone kind of has like their little backpacks or tote bags. And there's
I forgot every time I put my fucking lashes on.
Stairs. He tries to hold her hand. She's not having any of it. She's like, don't touch me, okay? Don't touch me. And he's like, I have the head of the household card. And then she's like, don't touch me. And she's like, if I say no, it means no. Which, like, I agree. But also, it's like, It's a lot right now.
So okay, let me guess. He started walking off up the stairs.
No.
No? Huh.
Yangju walks by.
Uh-huh.
And like technically he started all of this because he's the one that was like, oh my god, Mai's gonna cry again. And then she started crying, remember?
Yeah.
And then he's smiling and he goes, oh my god, am I gonna be on the top trending list for starting all of this? Are they gonna cancel me? And everyone's like, this wants to be on the trending list so bad. He's like, stop, this is all my fault. Are they gonna make me trend?
Wait, I don't get it.
Youngja is like, this fight is because of me. Are they gonna make me trend online?
Because of me.
Yeah, it's because of me. So like, am I gonna be on the trending list on Weibo, on Twitter? And Eva is just climbing up the stairs like, I gotta go. I can't deal with all of this right now. Like, you guys are a mess. And so she's just standing on the middle of the steps, refusing to walk. She's like, I don't wanna walk with you. Don't touch me. I don't wanna walk with you. I know there's gonna be people in the comments that are like, okay, girl, like me when I'm mad, right? And everyone is like, sometimes relationships are weird. Sometimes people do weird things, right? But this is a lot. This is a lot. It's one thing if this is just a solo vacation, you two. Even then, it's not something you should be proud of. It's kind of embarrassing. You know, we're all embarrassed of all of our own fights, right? But to do it in front of a group of people, inconvenience the group of people, and then to do it on national TV and feel justified doing it is like kind of crazy. So she's just like, don't touch me. I don't want to walk with you. And she's refusing to move on the middle of the steps.
Okay, so
he can't walk away because
he picked her up.
He can't walk away because then she's going to be like, how dare you walk away from me?
Yeah. He puts her on his back.
He tries to. Now Lee is a very frail boy.
Oh my goodness. He tripped?
He tries to carry her. He tries to scoop her up like a princess.
Okay.
And he almost instantly drops her, and it is catastrophic. And we just know this is an even bigger before the storm situation. And every single person, even the panel, is like, fuck.
Okay, so he tried to princess pick her up, but then he failed, right?
Yeah.
It was at the end of it, or he's tried other methods?
No, they get up the stairs, but it's not gonna be good.
What exactly is going on?
This is just gonna add to her anger. She doesn't say it in the moment, but just know she'll be thinking about it. She'll be back.
Because why? Why? Because he failed?
She's already pretty insecure. And like, you know what? I get insecure about stuff like that too.
Did he pick her up or did she walk? Exactly.
She walked, yeah, afterwards.
Oh, after the failed attempt. Got it.
She just is not having a good day. And like, I get you, girly. But also, like, if you had just, like, walked next to him, not even holding his hand, I don't think he would have done that. So anyway, people are confused. Some people are commenting, my husband used to think I was difficult until I showed him this season. A lot of girlies are saying, my husband is kissing the floor I walk on right now as we speak right now, because he thought I was crazy. All the other people are like, this is actually getting ridiculous. The entire group should ignore her. Like, this is actually
She's
insane.
like a child. But that's what you do with a child like that. You ignore her. That's literally the best way to deal with people like when I was in a day camp animator and I would have to deal with someone like that, eventually, bitch, I'm not gonna spend the whole day having to focus on your ass while I have like a dozen other kids to watch out for. Obviously, I'm going to keep watching the kid, but I'm also going to let him know that I'm ignoring the fuck out of that kid. You know, it's like, don't fucking start with me. Don't have this attitude with me. I don't care. Keep crying in your corner, looking around, expecting people to come and comfort you. Tito, papa, on a la boîte, s'il te plaît. Allez up. In the box. Go in the box. Thank you. But yeah, no, like, don't expect people to comfort you and be there for you. Ugh. Expecting like sympathy and shit, okay? Because you're not gonna get any. You're not gonna get any. So she's the same with her. People do need to start ignoring her so that she can stop thinking she's so entitled. She is so entitled. She needs to, you know, taken down a notch. So yeah, do that. Shit, ignore her. Because I feel like unless people actually start being truthful with her. How the fuck is she supposed to learn anything? She is a delusional. So, and everybody's too polite. Be honest. Fucking say something. Because by not saying anything, you are enabling her. And it's not going anywhere. And it's making everybody's life miserable. So be fucking honest. And tell her the things how they are, so that hopefully maybe she can fucking, I don't know, get a clue or some shit. But as long as they keep enabling her, trying not to hurt her feelings, trying not to make her cry, it's gonna get worse. So at this point, I'm looking at the other adults like, do something. Don't just expect the husband to do something. Everybody is literally playing the game of this woman. Stop it.
Saying like, I'm so exhausted just watching. Imagine living with someone like that. So after this very exhausting afternoon of everybody walking around eggshells, the whole group, not just Lee, everyone's sighing like, oh, I'm so exhausted, you know? And everyone is just trying so hard to cater to Mai. At one point, to get to the next place, the chill wife comes up to Mai and offers to hold her backpack.
Wow.
And so Mai gives it to her, and she sarcastically goes, oh, so this is what it feels like to be taken care of.
Oh, girl, shut the fuck
like,
up.
come on.
Yeah,
just
no.
like shut up for a second.
Like 2 seconds. Just like,
not everything you say has to be like a fucking shot at someone. Like, come on.
yeah, like
It's getting so annoying.
like you can have neutral comment, like
Yes.
a good old thank you would have been,
Yes.
that would have been perfect for this
Yes.
moment, actually. Like, things can be neutral to positive. Like, that was crazy and uncalled for. Uncalled for. People are commenting, like, did he not take care of you this entire time? Like, what were we watching? I don't know what you were saying, but this was not what we were watching. And so everybody just had enough of her. Finally, Yangzi and Eva are walking hand in hand. And this was like a whole thing. Eva says he never holds her hand. It's like a thing. Like, they live in 2 different worlds. They have their own different lives. So this is like a big thing for them to finally be like, you know what? Let's enjoy the moment together, where we're not thinking about our own worlds, our own work, our own problems, like just you and me.
I'm so excited for this Yangzi episode because I've seen like some videos on him. His lore is crazy.
And so finally, Mai suddenly walks up to them, interjects, and goes, look, my jacket zips all the way up.
She really is like a child.
That's a neutral comment, right?
It's giving, and it has pockets. Like, just imagine you've been pissing off everyone all day. They finally have a moment without you. You walk up, and it has pockets. I would be so pissed. I would be so pissed. Oh my god, I would literally cry.
What was that about?
She just like, I don't know. No one knows. Nobody knows.
What?
And then she notices that they're like, not, this is not the move.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, never mind. You two continue. How can they continue after that? And then she starts walking away really fast. And everyone's like, you clearly wanted them to pay attention to you. And then you feel like it's inappropriate. So then you're like, never mind, you continue. But you really want them to chase after you. So she like just does just enough so she can always hit back with a, what do you mean? I told them to continue. So they get to the next destination. They see a group of elderly women and they're sharing their love advice. You know, they've been married for so long. Obviously, the advice is very profound. Poison them. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, the advice is very nice. And Lee thought, okay, he's trying everything. He's a very logical man. But he said, clearly, she wants an emotional grand gesture. So I will publicly beg for forgiveness in front of everybody. He borrows the microphone of one of the elderly ladies. He was like, what the fuck? Okay. And he says, I want to publicly apologize to my wife today. I'm not very good at making my wife feel better, but it is my duty to do so. And I know that it's Chinese Valentine's Day and I upset my wife again yesterday in front of everyone. I just want to say how much I love my wife. And I hope to be with you for the rest of our lives. And I hope that we can learn to tolerate each other's shortcomings. And I want to tell you, I love you very, very much. You are the person in this world that I love the most. And I wish you a very beautiful Chinese Valentine's Day. And I hope you can be happy.
Oh, is it sweet?
Does
Was
she
it sweet?
care?
It was really sweet. And people, even the group, netizens were like, wow, he's doing a lot. Like all day. Usually a guy, you're like, leave me alone. After like the third leave me alone, you're like, where'd you go? Hello? All day. He's like, it doesn't matter how disrespected, how uncomfortable, how like, honestly, the way she rejects him is pretty demeaning too. Like I would have a hard time coming back from her rejections. It would just, I would be so, I could not keep going. He goes all day and even does this publicly, giving her so much face until her pride is satisfied so that she can finally forgive him. And he even takes out the small gift that he prepared and he said, because we'd been on the show for like a week and a half, you know, I couldn't prepare anything. All I had with it was this gift for you. And it's a drawing that I made. And it was a drawing where he says that she looks like these two very famous, very beautiful celebrities. And it was like a whole thing that they were talking about with the portrait people.
Where he drew her?
Yeah. And it's pretty.
It looks like her.
Yeah. And she's smiling. And then he drew cow poop and a fresh flower.
He's
in
the
the
poop.
cow poop. Yeah. Okay. So apparently this is a very common Mandarin thing where you say a flower stuck in cow poop.
Yeah.
And mainly the idea is that a man is so utterly unworthy of a woman.
Wow. Yeah,
and
like when you see a very pretty girl with a very ugly man, you're like, why is this flower in
cow poop?
Cow poop, yeah.
And so he's literally saying in front of everyone, publicly, on national TV, I'm cow shit and you are the flower.
Yeah.
And all the netizens are like, okay, so everyone in this couple is delusional, huh? Because that's crazy. That's not what we were seeing. I'm not saying she's cow poop. We're just saying that maybe both of you guys are flowers, but very different types of flowers. And when the group saw this, they were cheering immediately and they're just like, it's like everyone is trying to be a supporting actor in Mai's drama. They're trying to clap and they're cheering, hug him, hug him.
That's a step, right? For her
Yes.
to really just take that lead and take the branch and yes, go ahead. Yangzi to start saying some shit again.
He's like, see, this is beautiful. Like, come on. Like, let's get a picture. And it cuts to Mai's interview. I was angry because of the portraits the painter drew, and then he drew me a picture.
She mad?
She mad.
Because it's another painting
She's saying like she was offended
by the drawing.
by the drawing where it looked like a man. And then he drew her something else. So she's like, I was upset about a drawing. So what does he do? Give me a drawing? Crazy.
Damn. I think she just wanted like a Chanel bag. Like she mentioned
Yeah.
at the very beginning.
She mentioned
Probably.
multiple times
Yeah.
about her friend's husband who always gives her lavish gifts.
Yeah, but she doesn't want people to know she's materialistic and
She's not
She says
materialistic.
he
She's
didn't
very
even pay
frugal.
attention to my needs and what I want when apologizing. It's stupid because I cried over a drawing and you're giving me a new drawing? Maybe he's sincerely hoping to make me feel better, but it's not what I want at all. And all the comments were saying what you were saying. No, but she just wants a bag. No, but like she literally just wants something expensive.
Yeah.
And that's
Bag.
fine. But like, damn, do we have to be a part of this emotional journey? Like, holy shit.
she'll never fully be happy until
Put her
she
in
gets the
Chanel.
biggest and best bag among her friends.
No. Listen, she said, they said you love me, but put me in Chanel. Put me in Chanel. Put me in Chanel. She just want her Tila moment. You know, Tyla moment. Give her Chanel. She'll be happy. Because if you loved her, you would put her in Chanel. That's what I learned from Tyla. Thank you very much, capitalism. No, I know that this song is a brand deal in a way, but still kind of wild. Also, I'm almost scared for this woman because if she gets a divorce, I don't think she's ever going to be able to find someone else ever again with this attitude. And she's going to be alone and miserable. And it's going to affect her life. It's going to affect her mental health. It's going to affect her children's. This is a whole mess because it sucks. If it was only them and no children involved, I'd be like, get a divorce! But because there's children involved, I'm like, at least try 1 or 2 sessions of couple counseling for the sake of the children. But ultimately, she needs like she needs a reality check, and I don't know how she can get a reality check unless she gets like a massive L, you know? And I'm also very curious about the fallout of this show. Like, how is coming back to like real life, seeing how much she is hated, how much that has impacted her, because clearly she is the talk all over China for people who watch the show. And now here, because a lot of us watch Stephanie Sue, and I just know that she must be receiving like 10 billions like hate comments a day. So I wonder if like all that hate that she might be receiving right now is helping her kind of see some things or not. I'd be very curious to know that.
Yeah, but even then, it's like, I thought it was really sweet.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the drawing was good. And I actually thought the drawing was, am I about to cry? Because you draw me stuff all the time. I thought the drawing was good because it's like, if you have such a bad feeling of someone's drawing, it's almost like him being like, no, this is how you look in my eyes. Yeah. That's not how you look in my eyes.
And drawing is fucking hard. Yeah. Like, it takes so much effort. Drawing a person, it's even harder because it's gotta look like them and it's gotta look good.
Yeah.
That's fucking hard.
Which is why he draws me as a Xiaolongbao a lot of the time.
You know, sometimes dudes be doing this stuff just to gouge the reaction when they feel like they want out. Yeah. I can see that. It's still like, I mean, I feel like he wants out, but I also feel like he doesn't want to break his family. I feel like inside of him there's two wolves. One wants to leave, the other wants to stay.
But it's like, I thought it was really cute. I'm gonna cry. But she was very upset about it. And right afterwards, she's talking to Eva and she's like, oh, are you disappointed that you didn't get anything for Valentine's Day because we've been on this show?
Who's talking to who?
Maya's talking to Eva.
What?
Because she got, the drawing for Valentine's Day, I guess. And then she's like, oh yeah, because all of us are on this show. Like, you guys probably didn't get anything. And Eva was like, oh, no, he got me a gift this morning. And then she's like, what? Oh it's like a jade necklace.
Wow.
Oh my God, here we go.
And then the first comment is, look at how expensive your gift is. Like, this is the most expensive one. Your gift is the most expensive one. And then Yang Zi comments, also, this guy is fucking crazy too, okay? The important thing is, it comes from the heart.
Shut the fuck up.
Also, all he did was open his wallet, okay? It's crazy. Yeah. He's like, it comes from the heart. But she goes, yes, but the most important thing is he put into effort getting you a gift. Like, this is amazing. So him going
Arguably, the drawing is way more effort. Way more thoughtful, effort, time, like emotions.
It's not even that. Okay, all Yangzi did is pay money for a jade bracelet or necklace, which also Lee could do. But she always gets mad at him for spending money. Yeah. So he didn't do. He spent all day chasing after her, getting publicly humiliated on national TV. And then at the end, he gave this grand old speech, publicly humiliating himself more, and then had this drawing prepared.
Yeah.
When honestly, a lot of people don't even think that he should be sorry. And he still did all of this. And she thinks that Yang Jie is amazing.
See, she will never be happy. Like, it doesn't matter. Even when he buys her things, she's still unhappy.
Yeah.
She's never, ever, ever happy. And again, like the fact that she said, like, your gift is the most expensive, meaning, again, she's comparing the gift among her little circle again. And that's all she cares about.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
And like, if you just wait until the Yang Jie video, because he would never humiliate himself for his wife. Like, he would never do anything that makes him feel society-wise less of a man for his wife, the mother of his children. But Lee is like ready to kiss the floor she walks on for forgiveness. Yeah, after this episode aired, Mango TV had to hire 8 new editors and 8 post-production interns for this season of See You Again. And everyone said all the editors quit because they were pissed off by mine.
Shut up.
Yeah, they were like, nah, I'm getting pissed off just watching. Imagine the unedited footage. Imagine the hours of footage to go through. And they're like, I'm suffocating watching 40-minute episodes. Suffocated. Imagine the raw footage. So the next day, is another start of another couple trip. And this time they're like, okay, so the couples are going to do their own things. The producers are like, you get 3 options to choose from. And they have got all the couples lined up outside. And they're like, so one couple is going to go to the zoo. One couple is going to go on a hot air balloon ride. And the other couple is going to go horseback riding. Woo! Chill couple immediately are like, hot air balloon, hot air balloon. They're like so excited. They're like, we love the hot air balloon, right? And then Youngji is like, we like horseback riding. I want to go horseback riding. And then you just see Mai's face change. She looks pissed off. And like, this is crazy. She looks so pissed off and everyone is so scared of her that the chill husband goes, you know what? Let Mai and Leaf choose first. Because we don't want to.
Stop enabling her. Stop enabling her. If everybody starts fucking ignoring her, she's gonna realize real fast that like people don't fuck with her. People don't fuck with her attitude, and she's gonna fucking like, you know, it's gonna force her to kind of face reality. But as long as people enable her, how the fuck is she supposed to face reality when she's not getting a reality check? Stop enabling the bitch. She's a grown woman. She's literally an adult. She has 2 kids. She can handle it. She should be able to handle it. If she can handle it, that's on her at this point. But stop enabling her. That's not healthy at all. God damn. I swear. But I really do think that it's some like... C'est quoi, Tito? C'est quoi? I really think that it's cultural differences. So I don't want to like speak too much on it because I don't know everything about Asian culture, about Chinese culture and shit. But it does feel like a lot of it is due to their culture being more, you know, it's all about kind of like not making a scene, remaining demure. You know, the culture is very demure, where my ass would not give a flying fuck. I would most definitely not be demure. I would be fucking annoyed, and she would know. I would let her know. Because why the fuck should I fucking shut up when you are ruining my vacation with your bullshit? Nah. But I need them to stop enabling her, because this is crazy. She hasn't learned a single thing. And she still won't learn a single thing as long as they keep that shit up. So at this point, can we almost blame her? Yes, but also not if she doesn't know. Because she clearly doesn't know. She doesn't have the EQ for that, and she doesn't have this self-awareness for that. So it's not good. It's not good at all. Especially from a traditional culture, it's probably difficult to have broken family. Trying to please a narcissist is like trying to figure out how long a piece of string is. Bro, listen. I just think that I don't know about the narcissist because I feel like this word gets thrown around a little bit too much to the point where it kind of lost its original meaning. But I do think she's insufferable. She's most definitely insufferable. And she needs to shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Wait, watch what happened next. Lord have mercy, George. What do you mean, wait for
ruin
what's
our
happened
lives,
next?
right? Just let them choose first. Like, everyone is walking on eggshells.
Yeah.
And like, does it suck that everyone's just shouting what they want? Yeah, maybe, but like, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
And Maya's like, no, it's fine. I want to go on the hot air balloon with you guys.
Oh!
So she wants to go on the hot air balloon
Bruh.
with the chill husband and the chill wife.
Bro.
He says, no, we want to spend some time together. And remember, she said, no, you guys, remember yesterday? She went, you guys, it's rare you guys get to spend time together. Go.
Yes,
Remember?
yes.
And she said, but you two can be together every day.
Oh, shut
You cannot
up.
be serious.
And so finally the other husband is like, the hot air balloon can't hold that many people.
There's room for exact 2.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I'm so confused. You keep interrupting the other couples. To this point, netizens downgraded her from a wall to a lamppost. They said it's like talking to a lamppost. There's no getting through. There's like the lights aren't even on. The lamppost doesn't even have the light bulb right now. Like, people are saying this is just insane. There's no nunchi. And if she has nunchi, which is like emotional EQ, reading the room, if she has it, it's even worse because she's choosing to ignore it, which is even worse. It just was a lot. And I think everyone could sense the energy of Mai was so insane. I think even her husband has way better nunchi than her because Lee is like, she's about to get canceled online. So he says, let me take care of this. He said, okay, well, if you guys are taking the hot air balloon, because he's like, you guys go take the hot air balloon. We won't do the hot air balloon. And she's got a bad back, so she can't go horseback riding. And the chill wife, I think she's sick of her too. She's like, well, I mean, Yangja already chose horseback riding anyway. And so then he's like, oh, yes. Okay, so we'll go for the remaining one. We'll go to Animal World. And then the chill wife says, oh, she's afraid of animals. Talking about Mai. So Mai had already told the girls, the wives, that she's scared of animals.
Oh, wow.
And Eva is like, oh, yeah, she's afraid of animals. And Mai says, he doesn't even know. And the husband says, the animals are in a cage, right? And...
Who said this exactly?
The husband, Lee, is like, the animals are in a cage, right? Like, it's a fucking zoo.
Yeah.
You know, like, I get it. You know, okay, I'm just going to be so for real with you. I think Lee is just trying not to get his wife tore up on the internet because this, when it's unfolding, it's not looking good. Especially after yesterday. Yeah. You're going to try to do this again today, Mai. It's too much. Yeah. One day, unacceptable. 2 days, now this is who you are. Yeah. This is, you cannot run from this, right? So he's like, let me do some damage control. Let's just go with the only remaining option. There's only 3. It's not like we had 10 and I chose the worst one. It's, we had one option and that's the one I chose because I didn't have a choice. And so she looks at him and goes, look, you go to Animal World and I'll go ride the hot air balloon with them. Bro. This way, everyone's needs can be met.
No.
I'm sorry. In what world would everyone's needs be met? Because now you're impeding on their date and they already told you they want to spend alone time. So like, why do you have to do this? And it becomes this whole freaking thing where she's genuinely fighting him in front of everybody. And he's trying to tell her, well, they already chose the hot air balloon. And I didn't hear Yangzi choose the horseback riding, but even if he hadn't chose horseback riding, you have a bad back. There's no way to ride a horse with a bad back. Mm-hmm. Yes, you're scared of animals, but at least they're in cages. I thought in my logical brain, that's the only thing we can do. I'm not trying to do anything crazy. She won't give up. She's still mad at him. So in the end, he is backed into the corner and then he said, okay, I'm just going to choose the hot air balloon.
Oh, so he's choosing hot air balloon.
Yeah, he's being the bad guy and he's choosing the hot air balloon. And the chill couple are like, yeah, you guys go hot air balloon. And if I were the chill couple, I'd be like, at this point, I'm fucking 2 weeks deep into this shit. I'm mad. Okay, I'd be like, no.
No, I would also not give her the fucking air balloon.
But she's so sweet.
God damn.
She's like, I like animals. Like, we'll go to the zoo. Let's go to the zoo. It's fine. And so she's like, I just want to connect with my husband. Like, let's just get away from Mai. Let's just leave. I just want to go. Let me get in the car.
Which direction are you going, Mai?
Yeah.
You're going west? Okay, we're going east. Let's go.
I don't even know where the zoo is, but opposite direction right now. Mai does not thank anyone. She doesn't like say, hey, sorry guys, I know you guys chose the hot air balloon, but like, I'm scared of animals. She doesn't say any of that. Instead, she just attacks her husband. She said, I just really want to say something. And I'm like,
hasn't she been saying stuff?
Usually when wives be like, I just want to say something, I'm like, say it. Say what's on your mind. With Mai, I'm like, don't say it. How about we learn to never talk again? Like, don't say anything. Stop. Okay, and she says, I just really want to say something. When you were talking about the zoo, both the chill wife and Eva both said I was afraid of animals. And so she's like, you didn't know I was afraid of animals, right? And Lee, the husband, turns to her on national television, and this man is over it. He says, we have been to the zoo many times with our kids. The animals will not hurt you. We have been to regular zoos. We've been to safari zoos. We've been to wildlife zoos. They are in cages. We have been to the zoos with our kids.
I mean...
And then what did she say?
She shut up. but it's not over.
She said, I'm coming back.
She said, let me think about it. Hold on, let me think. Okay.
I mean,
meanwhile,
shut up,
all the
though.
comments
For
are
one.
going off, and they say, what kind of MBTI is this? So I can avoid, so I can ask on all my future dates. And then people say, there's no way to tell. She has a new set of circumstances every day. Some days it's this, some days it's that. Some days it's rare you guys spend time together. Some days it's, you guys spend time together every day. Like, it's every day is a new character trait unlocked. She just decided she was deathly afraid of animals, okay? Everyone's like, this is actually crazy. So after that, everyone goes back to their residences before they get ready for the day, and she starts complaining to the girls.
About what?
Seriously, he chose Animal World? Like, you...
Is she still on this?
Yeah, she's like, you two, she's talking to the wives. She's like, you two said in unison how I was afraid of animals. So they don't know that she's been to the zoo. They don't know. So she's like, you two have said that I was afraid of animals and you guys said it in unison. Like, how long have we known each other? Since this trip, you know? How many years have I lived with my husband? Like, how am I gonna get out of this show alive?
She is so goofy.
No, she's so goofy.
It's like, does she not know how television works?
Like, does she not know that an SD card cannot be gaslit? Like, the footage is there, ma'am. You cannot gaslight the footage. That was you on that footage. And she just can't stop complaining. She's like, when I questioned him, he was like, well, all the animals will be in a cage. You'll be fine. Like, is that crazy or what? The girls are trying to comfort her, but their hearts are not in it. Like, in the beginning of the show, their hearts were in it. Near the end of the show, it's just like... That's them, okay? And so as for Lee, he goes back to his room, and Yangzi and the chill has said, they're like, let me give you some advice. Let me give you some advice. You know what a bad guy is? Yeah. Okay, so you two, when you were arguing today, she just wants you to comfort her. She's just mad you haven't been comforting her. So you comfort her, and you just say, I'm so dumb, but I love you. Forgive me. I was wrong, right? That's what they want.
Didn't he just do that yesterday?
Yeah. And then Yangzi is like, you know, for the zoo, you know she's scared of animals. Then you blurt out, you're left with the zoo, so what do? You put the blame on us. You say that motherfucker likes riding a horse, and that guy wants to go on a hot air balloon. These guys stole our chance at the hot air balloon. Look at them. They're so happy going on the hot air balloon. And Lee is like, we have been to the zoo so many times with our family. Yes, she is scared of animals, but she's not afraid of zoo animals. I think she just wants to find fault with me. Yes. But if you point that out, you're exposing her in front of everyone. Then, of course, we will all think she's being unreasonable. No, I mean, she really is afraid of animals, but not zoo animals. I think she's just finding fault with me in public. But you can't say that. You have to have some emotional intelligence.
No way they say that.
Yeah, Brother Yangzi saying this.
Okay.
Yangzi goes, just say Brother Yang has chosen this, and this one chose this. And then make us apologize, right? And then we just say, oh, I'm so sorry. We just blurted out our answers, right? Blame it on us. Be on her team. Go along with her. Netizens are so baffled. Netizens are like, why does everyone have to be the bad guy when Maya's the bad guy? Why do these two husbands that we also don't like? We don't like y'all, by the way. Yangji, shut up. You're on thin ice. We barely are standing you in this scene. Like, we don't like you. But why does everyone have to be the bad guy but Mai? Like, it's kind of crazy. Why does everyone have to play triple mind games
her? Just
so she doesn't have to act like a toddler? Is why people are confused.
Yeah.
So he goes to her. He listens to the advice. He goes to her.
No way.
And she's like, what do you want? I'm here to comfort you. It's just he's too logical. And she is like... I would say I'm more emotional than logical, but I still got some logic in me. None. And he's got no emotion in him. He's like, I'm here to comfort you. Beep boop bop. And then she's like, it has been 2 days.
What?
You thought about comforting me finally today? Even though he's been kind of comforting her every single day. And then he goes, I was sick. And I'm just like, honestly, he was sick though. But a lot of netizens point this out, like, She didn't even notice that he's sick and didn't even give a fork. So people are saying nonstop, she's been saying, I have to take care of him because no one else can. And like, it's all me. Meanwhile, everyone's like, hey, you kind of suck at what you say you're doing very well at. And he tries to bring the conversation back to the drawing because, you know, she's upset about the Valentine's Day gift of the drawing. And he's just explaining, even with the drawing, I didn't know. Because you were laughing a lot and I was misreading your laughter and I was trying to understand what the laughter meant. So he's basically saying like, I was trying to understand what the laughter meant because at some point, you know, it obviously like in the beginning, it might have seemed like she was going along with the joke and she thought it was funny or she's just trying to laugh it off. But then it got a lot and like clearly by that point, everybody knew something was wrong. But I think it's like, it's hard to be that quick on your feet on how to perfectly handle this situation and make everyone feel okay. So he's just explaining he misread her laughter, which a lot of netizens actually don't like him for.
Oh.
Because some netizens were saying, if you've been with her for like 20 years, you should have a better gauge on how she's feeling in that moment. They're saying after 20 years, I mean, I feel like you have a really good gauge of like when I feel insecure, but I'm trying to laugh it off. I feel like you have a pretty good understanding. Like, I feel like anytime you poke fun at me, it's like never about anything I actually care about. It's like usually just like we're making fun of each other, but you know exactly what makes me sad or when I feel a certain way. So people are saying, had he not been paying attention to her for 20 years? Because
but also like it sounded like these problems are so big and so deep rooted. It doesn't seem like they've actually worked on any of this.
Yeah.
It's just been this way.
And some people were also defending him, saying things like, it's not even just about misreading her laughter. It's like sometimes you don't know the perfect thing to do in that moment.
Yeah.
And that's also really difficult. Like things happen very quickly. And maybe he thought the best for her was to just quickly bypass this conversation. Like, let's get this conversation over with, like, hurry. And if I start commenting, it adds it, it makes it bigger. Then another person will add input. And then now this whole conversation is about
She has problem with herself, that's for sure. That's what I said. Here we go. Not gonna lie, Lee is too kind. I mean, every girl wants to be a friend like him, but she's not grateful, more like greedy and selfish, unsure what she wants. Yeah. Pretty much. Who is 999? I said the same thing. I'm pretty sure I said the same thing in the last episode. Not the one that I listened today, but the one that I listened like 2 weeks ago. Because she, like, Stephanie Sue would tell, like, what he does for her, the kind of gift that he gives her, the kind of activity that he plans for her. And I'm like, God damn, like, what's not to like? I don't even think I can get a man to do 1/10 of what he's giving her. You know what I'm saying? So like, wow. Just wow. Very ungrateful. Very ungrateful.
And she probably just wants it to be over, right? And he thought that she was going to express how she feels because he's talking like this. He's talking very, hey, like this is what happened in that moment in my brain. Others are saying even if he did eventually notice, which is already kind of crazy, he might not have had the perfect solution. So it's just like a complicated situation. But ultimately, it doesn't seem like it's his fault. So they're just saying that the chill husband, when he was making fun of the portraits, it seemed like he was making fun of the painter. Yeah. But because of Mai's deep-rooted insecurities, she thought he was making fun of her. And then her husband's not standing up for her. So it seems like it's something that Mai is working through, and her husband can obviously assist and help her feel more confident, but it's not because of him.
Yeah, that's how I feel about personally. That's how I feel. Obviously, she has a lot of problem, a lot of things that she's working through. The way she's working through it is to blame it on the husband for not fixing it quickly or help her get over it quickly. And
then another thing is like some people were saying it's one thing if he's the one that contributed or caused these problems and insecurities, but he has never said any. He literally only talks about how much he loves the way she looks. So it just seems like these are her own insecurities, and she's saying it's his fault that things are happening the way it's happening. And she, instead of having this heart-to-heart, because every time he tries to talk to her, he's trying to be vulnerable, he's trying to have an open conversation, an open dialogue, and she hits him with a fucking inquisition. She's like, you don't know why I'm angry, do you? So how do you interpret those things? How did you interpret my laughter? Like, you don't understand, but like, you couldn't sense my emotions? And did you do anything about it? Why didn't you do anything about it? It's just like rapid fire, like to the point where Lee starts saying, okay, clearly something's wrong with me. Like, I don't get it. Like, maybe I have to go get help. And then she's like, do you really not realize that everybody is comforting me while they're telling you what to do with everyone's attitude? Like, have you not reflected on yourself? My biggest reflection is, I don't know how I let you become so selfish over the years. Yeah.
Oh my God.
She says, it's your selfishness. I don't want to carry it anymore. Do you understand? It's more than I can carry. Like, how can I make up my mind to divorce you because of what you said to me last night? Like, you came knocking at my door. You saw how emotional I was. And the words that you said to me in that moment were enough to destroy me. Like, when your wife is so sad and you don't even notice and you haven't even done a single bit of reflection, you were still talking about your feelings. So he's like saying, this is how I was feeling in the moment. And that's why I didn't do anything. And then she's like, you tore me apart yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah. About like the whole pointing at someone else and then saying like, here's why I did this. And then she's like, do you understand? Like, my new friends knew to come over and comfort me and you didn't. You just kept saying like, I don't understand. You're so cold-blooded. Throughout her entire monologue, all the netizen live reactions was like, I just don't understand how he's still sane. People are saying like, I'm so 답답해. And people are saying, does she not understand the only reason people comforted her was because she was crying and she was the one making people feel uncomfortable. And then she went from being a wall to a lamppost, and now people say she's just like a black hole. She sucks energy. It's like shouting in a black hole. Like, you cannot have a conversation.
Vampire,
There's nothing. Like, nothing. And people are commenting like, you want to create a scene. Lee wants to get to the root of your relationship problems. People are saying, how can she say this so confidently? It doesn't even make sense. She says, you know, after you talked to me about this whole thing, I was very sure that I wanted to divorce you. Do you understand? I think you don't love me at all. You just can't leave me because we've been living together for so long and all I do is take care of you. And everyone also pointed out that when they were making instant noodles, she doesn't even know how to make instant noodles. And also they have helpers at home to like do the housekeeping and cooking. Wow. So everyone's actually like, wait, what do you do?
Because that's what she made it sound like, right?
Yeah,
She's
she
like
does cooking, cleaning, everything, like wiping the
care of the
baseboards,
children.
taking care of the kids. And it seems like both of them are pretty involved with the kids. So people are like, wait, when he's working, what are you doing if everyone's doing all the house stuff? Because the house stuff takes a lot of time too.
Yeah.
It takes a good chunk of the time, right? And then she's like, have you ever treated me with affection? Like, you can't just say, I like you, and then choose the zoo. Everyone was like, what the She literally was like, you can't just say, I like you, I like you, I like you, and then choose the zoo. I'm so afraid of animals that friends who have only been with me for 9 days already know that I'm terrified of animals. Aren't you ashamed of yourself?
Oh my God.
She's never gonna let that go ever. This animal thing.
Like, you have never put yourself in my shoes. You haven't even thought about me for a second. You want me to be like the chill wife. Yeah.
She name dropped the other girl? Wow.
To buy you things. But she can go out skydiving. She can have her own time. She doesn't have to take care of so many things like I do. I've taken care of everything.
Oh my God. This
What
is
is she taking care of?
actually.
Like, you're taking things way too far.
You need a trigger warning before this episode.
Again, I don't know. Okay, relationships are tricky. I try not to meddle in other people's relationships. Actually, just kidding. I love meddling in other people's relationships. I try not to, though. I try not to. I try to be sympathetic of both sides of every relationship that I meddle in. But I think the way she talks about the other wives is just very ick. Like, there's always an undertone of like, she has time, she has freedom, but I don't, and I do everything for you. So like, but you want me to be like her? It's very, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not like a very nice
She's a very
thing.
insecure person.
Yeah.
And I understand that as someone who maybe put their career on the back burner for their husband, I think that there could be a level of resentment that you hold for your partner and that kind of relationship. But to hold that against other women who haven't chosen that is also strange.
It's again, like, she has her own problems, but the way
Doesn't have
she's
self-awareness.
letting that out is so bad.
Yeah, it's weird. And it does seem like she's always comparing to people.
Yeah.
And among the comments, some of them are just saying like, in the past, she mentioned that she was a full-time housewife, completely supported his career. She's given him children, is in charge of taking care of all of these meals and all of these things. It just feels like all she does is guilt trip.
And lie.
Later, they do their little activities and then they go to eat chicken, smoked chicken. Fucking smoked chicken.
Why? What's wrong with smoked chicken?
Before they eat the chicken, they have to go meet with a friend. So all three couples are actually going to meet with a friend who they have both decided that they want to meet with. And they're just going to talk and give the viewers a third party perspective of their relationship. Because, these people could be lying on the screen all they want. Like this third party friend could be like, hey, just so y'all know, Lee is the worst husband I've ever seen in my life.
The friend is going to talk.
Yes, the friend is going to talk, and the friend is also going to describe how they feel being a third party in their relationship prior to this show.
Yes.
And maybe some future things that they can work on before this show ends.
Okay.
And so they're in the car. Everyone's in their separate cars. This time, Mai cannot go with someone else because you can't just show up to another person's relationship conversations with their third party friend. And her friend is also waiting for her. So she's finally in her husband's car. And in their car, he's trying to take care of her. She's really 삐졌어. Just a negative Nancy Debbie Downer. Girlie, I get it. I got mental health problems. I get depresso espresso. But when I'm trying to have fun, even if you don't feel fun, try to have fun. But she's just the whole time. And she's putting in eye drops. And he's very caring for her. He's like, do you want eye drops? I have a new bottle if you want it. Did you cry last night? Because they didn't sleep together. And she's like, no. And he's like, do you have contacts in? Some people read this, some netizens read this as he's so dense. Why would you ask if she cried last night when you probably know she cried last night? Other netizens read this as, it seems like he's trying to have a chill, vulnerable conversation. So it seems like instead of being I know you cried last night, or tell me about last night, it's maybe he's trying to get her to talk about her emotions in a non-angry way. So that's always been his thing, is he wants her to tell him her feelings without just going crazy all the time. So he's
yeah,
let's just talk for once. Let's just communicate. And so she's like, no. Ignoring him. All of a sudden. Why didn't you think of picking the hot air balloon first before anybody else?
This happened when? Yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Literally all the panel, you see all their shoulders drop. Oh my God. I'm so 답답해. I gotta get out of here. This is genuinely the only word to describe this relationship is suffocating.
Yeah.
Yes.
Holy shit.
You're not even in it and you're exhausted.
Have you seen that TikTok? That's one thing about me. The horse is dead and I'm going to beat it again. You beat the dead horse. That's the saying. You get with friends and you're going to beat the dead horse again over brunch. Mm-hmm. Have we talked about this 20 million times? We're going to talk about it again. We're going to beat the dead horse one more time. We're going to bring it back alive and beat it again. People make jokes, but truly, this is a lot. This is too much. We got to move on. But everyone is here we go again. This cannot be real. He tries to explain very calmly, and it's crazy that he's so calm. He says it's because at that point, almost instantly, the chill wife and the chill husband raise their hand really high. And then Youngja is like, well, I want a horseback ride. And she didn't even care about horseback riding. So take that out of the equation. So realistically, the only thing left is the zoo. And he said, I just wanted, to make sure everything was good. Very reasonable explanation, a very normal thing. And she says, let me tell you something. And this is where I'm like, girl, stop telling people anything. Stop telling people what's up here. I don't think we want to know. And she said, let me tell you something. If I thought you wanted to go on the hot air balloon ride, I would have said hot air balloon ride. And it's just
girl,
I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
And then she asks, what do you think that means?
What do you think that means?
I don't even know what that means.
I hate that.
And the panel goes, it's exam time again.
Yes, I hate that.
Yeah. Another panel member is that I love you more, that you should feel guilty. Because it's I would do it for you. Why don't you do it for me? And it's just very... They're so done with her. And even Lee is that you will fight for what I like and you don't care about other people. Okay, but that's a thing also. I feel you're more like that. If you know that I like a hot air balloon, you'll be fucking hot air balloon, right? But I am a peacemaker. I don't like to make people uncomfortable.
Yeah, of course.
And there's no way that you can make me do that and I can make you do this.
And for me to know that will make you uncomfortable, that makes me never want to do that.
Yeah.
Because what the you would be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
For me being so aggressive for what?
Yeah. And it's
I mean?
not that serious. The whole point is to spend time together, not get a free hot air balloon ride. Like, they're pretty well off. They can just go on a hot air balloon after this trip. You know what I mean? It's like, it's okay. It's okay. And so he's just saying, you know, you don't care what people say and you will fight for what I like. Then why can everyone else say what they want and you can't? And the panel is like, why does she always compare him with others?
Yes.
Like, why is it always, why can't they do this? Why can't you do this? Will they do this for other people? Why don't you do this? They were ahead of me. I wouldn't have to worry about that if I had gone first. Then why didn't you go first? I mean, it wasn't like, it was like literally super like, oh, hot air balloon. It was very quick. There was no like, okay, go in order.
Yeah.
And there's just like some things you can't change about a person. And this is like part of his personality. And she should also know that by now. Yeah. She's saying, why didn't you know I was angry about the portrait? When it's also like, you should know by now that your husband doesn't really like to be confrontational. And he is probably more of a peacemaker. And she says, no, this is your flaw. You don't take my feelings into account in this relationship. That's the core issue.
All right, Mike.
Okay.
I heard you.
He says, but even if I had to fight for myself for the hot air balloon, I wouldn't. Like, it's just not who I am. And then she just goes off. He's driving and she just goes off on the side. Do you think that I'm someone who would fight for the hot air balloon with them? Don't you think that in life I always give in to others first? Like, why am I even discussing this with you? Is the problem with the game itself? Like, why are you so lazy to even think about these issues? Like, do you agree with me then or what? And she goes on to say that he never pays attention to her. I had to stop this scene multiple times. And then
that's a lot of words.
She hits him with something that I really hate. She hits him with after we get back, let's split the money, split the kids. I don't want to be together anymore. And it's just so clear that she's using this as like blackmail. Like, she's just threatening him. This is not,
that's not okay.
Serious. She did this last time and she's doing it again.
It's also because like she's so delusional. She's generally so delusional. She's been living that good life for what, over 10 years now? So she really lost touch with reality. So she was saying earlier she can survive on like a $400 a month budget. No, bitch, you can't. You can't. You cannot. That's not even enough to cover, like that's barely enough to cover your fucking grocery for the whole month. What about the rent, internet? The electricity bill, the all the shit that you have to buy for your children. Like, she is delusional. And I mean, good for her if she thinks that she can do better without her husband, but also bad for her for not realizing that it's not gonna be that easy at all. So you're gonna survive on porn. That's what I'm saying. But that's what she was saying. That's what like May was saying. She was like, "Oh, I can survive on like a $400 a month in Beijing." She lives in a $5 million like apartment or penthouse. Even if she keeps the penthouse in the divorce, she still has to pay the bills. She still has to pay the fucking rent, and the mortgage, and the electricity, and the internet. Like, $400 a month. Okay, girl. Okay. Like, I'm on social benefits right now, and I get like around $800 a month, and obviously that's not enough, which is why I've been doing some freelance work recently to help me, because obviously being on government benefit is not enough to pay my fucking bills. Duh. $800 a month, and I have to pay rent, food, internet, hydroelectricity. No, it's not enough. So I don't. And mind you, Montreal is one of the big cities that has the most affordable rent. At least it used to be, but not in the past few years. Don't even pay rent because I'm caretaker for my grandmother. We can hardly get by like on like over 1,000. Yeah, that's pretty much like. They do need to upgrade the amounts that they give people because the economy and the currently people are starving and shit. But it's still delusional for her to think that she can do anything with $400 a month. She's exhausting. She has no self-awareness, and the only thing that I'm I will have sympathy for her is the fact that because she did all of those shenanigans on national TV, she must be receiving $1 billion of hate mail, hate comments, hate DMs. And even though I don't like her, I still don't wish that for her. But I just feel like the internet is not going to be kind to this woman. It's not. There's like 3 of us in the house, 2 of which have some money coming in, and we can hardly afford it. And this one, yeah, that's what I'm saying. $400 a month with children in Beijing, which is again an extremely rich. Like it's basically like New York, where like everything is expensive. So, sheesh. Sheesh. All right, I have my Bluetooth earbuds. I'm gonna keep it on, but I'm just gonna go grab a snack.
Not for real. She's like, what do you think about the kids? I don't have a problem with the money, but like, how do you want to split the kids?
Bruh.
And he said, what I said a few days ago is my answer. Like, I don't want a divorce. And then he says, but if you're gonna divorce me, there's no way I can stop you. Then I want full custody of our daughter. So they have a daughter and a son. And then she says, I don't get it. I'm the one that gave birth to the children. Why are you fighting for custody? And he says, aren't they my children too? I didn't say you can't see her. I know, but that's also my daughter. You can spend time with her on the weekends and you can also see her on the weekdays. I just think that I treat our daughter better. Do I not treat her well? And this is when you see him crashing out a little. He's like, you're too emotionally unstable and you don't get her. I understand her every emotion, every gesture. You don't understand anything about our daughter. Every time she cries, aren't I the person to comfort her? And like, again, a lot of netizens read into that comment. It didn't give me like he's neglectful. It gave netizens the feeling of she likes to be the savior. So she's like, no, let me go talk to her. Let me comfort her. Let me save my crying baby. You're doing it, but it doesn't mean you treat her best. How do I not treat her best? We don't need to talk about this right now. Why not? Aren't we talking about the kids? As someone who doesn't understand her, do you think, why do I need to understand her? And the second those words came out of her mouth, netizens were gone for good. There's really no coming back. Like, it's one thing to not care about understanding your husband, which is already like so far gone. It's like, why are you even in this relationship then?
Yeah, and why are you proud of that?
Yeah, like it's something you should be ashamed of and it's something you should work on. And it shouldn't even be happening. Like, it's weird. What do you mean you don't care about your spouse like that?
And for someone who's constantly saying you don't understand what I want, what I need, come on.
Yeah. But then to say as a mother, like, why do you need to understand your kids?
Yeah.
I think that was, even for netizens who don't have kids like that, because everyone's been a kid. Everyone knows what it's like when your parents don't understand you and they don't care to understand why you think differently, or maybe you have certain personality traits that they can't just wish away. It was just so ick.
Yeah.
And people are like, it would be so sad being their kids. Like, feed her to the wolves at this point is what people are commenting. Especially because this whole time, all she's done all season is harp about how she's a housewife, she's the mother of his kids, she takes care of the kids, she does everything. And then it's like, why do I even need to understand my daughter? It's just like, whoa. So that's how you really feel. And so he tells her, you're so self-righteous. Like, oh, okay, you took it all on your shoulders. She's like, I'm self-righteous? Do I not do everything? He's like, do you really think that you've done everything? I mean, I think I've done everything, and I don't think I've done everything well, but I think it's not bad. There are a lot of things that I don't agree with. If I were to take over, I don't think it would be any worse than you. He's like, I don't think life would be any worse than if I were in charge. And then she's like, then why do you always fight for things that I want to do?
Well, wait, what? What does that mean?
And then he's like, I can't even fight for my job. I had no choice but to take control of your job. If you don't, it will not collapse. If it goes wrong, I will have my ways. Okay, so this is where netizens got into a fight. So some netizens are saying, they got together before he made a big name for himself. And she's so aggressive. She's probably the one making sure he's not taken advantage of in contracts, making sure that he's getting money that's due. She's probably the one handling all of this because he's so passive, he probably wouldn't. But then on the flip side, other netizens are saying, but he also seems like the type that doesn't care if he creates music and makes just enough money to live.
Yeah. No, that's how I feel too.
So it's like, yes, maybe they got this far because of her, but also he doesn't seem like the type where he gives a fuck about a $5 million apartment.
Yeah.
I was wrong earlier. With what I just heard, the kids might be better off without her. Like, yeah, I was wrong. The kids will most definitely be better without her. What do you mean? Nah. At this point, she lost me. I mean, she was already losing me, but I was like holding on to the fact that children don't like divorce. It's usually kind of seen as a traumatic event for children. So I was like, if at least they can work it out in couple counseling, but nah.
And
I
we
hope he gets
don't
full
even
custody.
know that.
Yeah.
We don't even know what exactly how she helped his
Yeah.
career, right?
If at all.
How much credit? Like
Yeah.
we don't know that. The way
Yeah.
that she takes credit on all of these things and he's just going along with it, and I don't know.
And so netizens are kind of fighting about it and they're going back and forth. And he's just saying, if it goes wrong, I will have my ways to fix it. Like, I have methods. If you think I'm going to make a mess, I'll clean it up myself. If I do something wrong, I will always admit it. Like, it's fine. Like, you don't have to control everything. I can handle myself. And even if the worst case scenario happens, I can fix it. Like, I know what I'm doing. And she says, so I've done so much, you're not even grateful, and you're complaining that I haven't done it right and not to your liking. And he's like, you can't just keep guilt tripping me just because you've done a lot. Did I guilt trip you?
Yeah.
Do you think I need you to do these things? Or do you want to do it? Because there's a difference. He's like, I never asked for you to do it. You just did it, and then you want me to, like, owe you my life for doing it. Is it possible that it's because I do it every time? He's just like, the truth is, you do it every time, but I don't need you to do it all. Like, I'm willing to take on so much more. And even the panel is actually commenting, like, I mean, the panel has been a lot more chill than netizens, obviously. They've been a lot more, like, neutral, but they're saying it's very crazy that he's able to be so sensible in such an insanity-inducing conversation. Like, he's getting a little emotional, but he's still making a lot of sense. It's not like this outburst of like, yeah, it's just like very like, I can handle it. Like, you just won't let me, and then you get mad that I'm not handling it, and then you want me to owe you my life because you handle it. Finally, the conversation goes silent in the car. And then she hits him with a, I just find it strange.
Oh.
Stop. She says, I just find it strange why you don't fight for your son.
Bruh, what are we on?
And he says he has a very similar personality to you. It's not because I love him less, but you have a lot of initiative. Like, you like to take charge and you go after what you like and you stay put on that. I think that kind of personality could be good for our son because he's similar to you. So why can't my daughter take on those aspects of my personality? And this is where netizens were like, oh, this is bad.
Yeah.
Because it's very clear that she's trying to, the same way she's trying to push him to change his personality to fit her,
Yeah.
she's probably doing that to their daughter. And he tries to be nice and he says, have you not noticed that you've tried and failed to pass on your ideas to your daughter? She's a different kind of person. She's the same as me. So what she needs to accept is something different. Like, she's just saying, like, I don't know why that's a problem. And he's just like trying to explain to her, my daughter has said so many times, she likes apples.
I don't know if she's so rich she can afford to go back in time to buy her groceries in feudal Japan. Yeah. I think that's what she needs. And girl, I can see you, but I know we're making the same face. I was grabbing my snack when I heard that, and I was like, What did she say? No, that's wild. But if the children conversation is really where like you get like a full view of the horror that this marriage is. The children are already affected. The children are already being affected. And it's fucking tragic.
But you only buy pears. And you say how pears are more expensive and how pears are yummier. You don't even care that she likes apples more.
So sad.
And he starts sobbing for the first time. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry just thinking about it. It was so emotional. He's like driving the car and he's like, my daughter is the same as me. She is my shadow. You're both different from me. Like about the son and the wife. She's the only one who is like me. We understand each other. I think a lot of netizens didn't understand why Lee is with her. Some people thought that he's with her because he just likes having a mom take care of him. But then other netizens were like, I don't even know if she's taking care of him. And then this was the moment a lot of netizens realized it's...
For the kids?
Yeah. It's pretty clear he doesn't want the kids to live without their mom. He doesn't want to live without their kids. It seems like he almost is protecting his daughter, like trying to live his life protecting his daughter almost. It's giving like, you can do that to me, but don't do that to my daughter. And the way he's sobbing, she looks disgusted. Like there is a frame of her on the side just like looking at him like, she has all of these emotional outbursts and then he has an emotional outburst and she's just like, oh my God, why are you so emotional? And so she's like, okay, it's not that serious. She's like telling him, chill out. It's like not that serious. And all the panel is like, why didn't you calm down when he told you to calm down? Damn. And then also some netizens are like, girl, you're the one that brought up divorce. What do you mean it's not that serious? It was really sad. Like she genuinely does not care to hear about herself. It's really weird. Because the other couple on the show, they all have different ways of expressing. Okay, Yangzu, let's not even talk about it. But the other couples on the show, like they have weird ways. Everyone has a different way. Some couples may not, or some people may not have strong verbal instant reactions to these fights. Like they might not immediately be like, okay, you know what? You're right. I'm going to change. But usually it's like, okay, I'm going to think about this because this is something I should think about. And they'll think about it. But hers is just like, okay, like that was a lot. Let's move on.
Like there's not a single moment of like self-reflection, right?
No.
Even at this type of moment. Probably chop it up at like he's throwing a tantrum again.
Yeah. And all because of a hot air balloon ride.
Bruh.
Is the craziest thing. People are saying he gets emotional when it's serious and she's just upset about a hot air balloon ride.
Yep, that he didn't shout it out first for her.
And the panel is so sick of my They even say at this point, the only way she communicates is just a string of rapid fire questions. The only way she communicates about their relationship is never like, this is how I feel. How do you feel? Or like, you made me feel this way and it made me feel sad. It's always like, why didn't you like just question after question after question. It's like rapid fire. Like, why didn't you understand? Why didn't you? It's like, that's the only way she communicates about their relationship. She'll communicate, but when it comes to about their relationship struggles, that's how she communicates, just nonstop questions. And they say her biggest problem is she uses being a housewife as a shield. They can never have a good relationship unless she drops that shield. Because it's always, I raised your kids. How dare you accuse me of doing anything wrong ever? I'm a housewife. Can you still say that I'm wrong of anything? They say it's like a convenient stamp from heaven. You have been decreed a housewife. I have given everything to this family. You can never argue with me. Like it's very like, it's almost like how parents act, not how spouses act. And even parents, that's so
Not
toxic.
good,
You should not be behaving like that. But that's how, you know, people sometimes, you know, a lot of parents will act that way. Like, I've given you everything. I've birthed you. I've raised you. I put a roof over your head. But she's like doing that to her spouse too. Which also people question,
Mom, you did your
how much
job.
worse is it for her kids?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. She reminds me so much of my grandma.
Oh my gosh. And one of the panel members just says, To be honest, I've never felt so suffocated in my life. Like, just watching. And we're just outsiders. Like, we don't even have to respond to her. We don't even know her. So they get to the point where they're meeting their friend. Her name is Anna. The three of them are sitting at a table. They're supposed to have lunch while talking through their issues. And as the conversation begins, it's pretty clear that Lee is the one that does not want a divorce. So
Literally, mama, get this woman out of this girl's life. This poor daughter with a mother who doesn't want to understand her. Imagine your mother not caring enough about you to love you as you are. Yo, bro. Like I said, at this point, I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt in the hope that maybe, when it comes to the children, she can redeem herself. But she lost me completely. And I also don't like, bitch, you have me on you have me defending a man. How dare she? I have a fucking radical feminist image to keep up, and she's trying to destroy it. How am I here defending a man over dumbass? Like, I'm usually the first one to say I support women's right and women's wrong, but I don't support women's wrong or anybody's wrong when it comes to fucking hurting children. And she's clearly hurting her children. And that's not fair for them. They didn't ask this shit. You don't choose your parents. So the best you can have is have a happy life with your parents. The parents who love you and understand you and love you as you are. Which is clearly not something that she's doing. So, whoo, Sha. It's one thing to be failing as a wife, but she's also failing as a mother. No, ma'am. She really did lost me there, because that's crazy to me. She's just singing like a fucking mannequin, and they're on a CGI set. Yeah. If I see my man crying like that, I would have been feeling so guilty. Like I would think I did fail to be. I mean, because yeah, I mean, it's basically her fault that he's crying like that. And yes, I feel like the proper response in this very specific case is to feel guilty about it because, damn, look inward a little bit. Like maybe, maybe some of it might be your fault too. But she's not even able to do that. But the thing is, a lot of people would also a lot of people would still react like that to this day though, because men are not allowed to have emotions. So, a lot of girls say that if they see their boyfriend cry, it would give them the ick. So there's a lot to unpack there. What happened to I feel statement? Do we need to take this woman to the 3rd grade to learn about boundaries? No, we need a full reset. We need to put her in rice. Like, the question that I've been asking myself this whole time is, what happened in her childhood for her to grow up like this? What the fuck happened in her childhood for her to be the way she is right now? I need to understand how you can end up like this. So little self-awareness, so much entitlement, so little emotional intelligence. How the fuck do you end up like that? I tried to talk about it and they're crying and I made them cry. I feel terrible. Like, even if it's manipulation tactic, like, I still have empathy. Yeah. Like, god damn.
So Lee is like saying, I just am unable to communicate my emotions across to her. And I just have come to peace with things. Like, she'll never be happy with me and it's fine. I will just work hard and hopefully she'll love me, basically. Like, he is very resigned to this miserable life. And you would think that she's like, okay, you know what? That also sucks for my husband to be so miserable in this marriage. Maybe then I should be making him less miserable, or maybe we should break up, because why do I want this person that I love to be miserable? Mm-hmm. But instead, she just goes on to rant to her friends. In terms of communicating and expressing himself, he's so bad. And everyone's like, girl, you're bad. Like, he actually communicates really well. He expresses emotions very well. Like, you would think because he's logical, he's not good at telling people how he feels and being vulnerable. He's very good. And then she's like, if I realized he was like this, I would have never married him. And even Anna is getting annoyed, and she's just expressing like Mai needs to be more free, make time for herself, stop centering her entire life around this relationship and her family, and like just do what she wants for once. Basically saying, stop fucking being miserable and holding it over their heads. And every time she's talking to Mai, the friend is like twisting a tissue in her hand, and she's so nervous.
Oh my God.
So I mean, it just seems like people are saying, is Mai just like bullying everyone?
Yeah.
The friend is like, just be honest. I don't know if you realized it, but your love for him is kind of like a mother's love for her son. Oh, I know. Huh? You know? And even Anna is like at a loss for words, like, what do you mean you know? And why are you saying like, I know, as if you're so proud of it? So you've always known? And Lee is like, yeah, I mean, we often joke about it, like I'm the eldest kid at home. Do you have any reason on why this motherly love towards a son exists in this romantic relationship? And Mai says, I think it's because his parents passed very early on.
Of course.
So do you feel obligated to take on the role of his mom? And Mai starts crying, and she's like, yeah.
Oh, she started crying?
Yeah. And everyone in the comments is like,
Girl,
I don't believe you.
I
don't get it.
Even Lee says, the way she loves me is very different from how my mother loved me. And I don't know. That's really weird because I'm like,
No,
I feel
this
like,
is not.
yeah, because I feel like if early on in our relationship your parents passed away, I would feel obligated to support you in the grief, but I would not feel obligated to become your mommy. Like, that's really, I don't understand.
Yeah. She's crying. She's feeling bad for herself, right?
Yeah, she's like, yeah, I feel like this is on me.
Victimhood through the roof.
And Anna is just like, well, that kind of love gives people a lot of pressure. Like it's a lie. It's like when you give someone that love,
bro,
it doesn't feel like romantic
toxic.
mutual love of connection anymore. And she's like, yeah, I know what the problem is.
Oh, yeah?
And it's just like everything. She's just like, yeah, I know. No, I know. But it's like, no, we're trying to have a serious conversation. Like, it's, people that receive that type of love from their partner, they can feel suffocated. They can feel like they're being oppressed. And Mai snaps. How am I being oppressive? Anna is like nervous, twisting this tissue. Like, she can't even look at Mai in the face. Like, she's just like, she's being very stressed. She doesn't even know what to do. And so Anna is like, previously Lee was telling me, because we're all friends, that he just wants you to find happiness and for you to have your own space and your own hobbies and for you to find life outside of being a housewife that you're so good at. Like, being a wife that you're so good at. And she says, yeah, I know. It might sound f***ed up, but like, I was very upset when he told me that because it just felt like my child was growing up and was going to leave me and this relationship was going to be broken. And Anna is like, do you not see how crazy that is?
Yeah.
And then she's like, okay, but let me tell you, it's not about a kid growing up. Like it's about your sense of loss of control. He won't be under your control anymore. And that makes you panic. Yeah, it feels like I can't hold on to him anymore. Anna is trying to get her to open up of like, why do you want to control your husband? Like, this is your spouse. Like that's not normal. Like, why do you want to control your partner? But then she would turn. Mai turns to Lee and goes, do you think I'm controlling?
Here we go.
Do you think that I'm like being oppressive?
Ra-ta-ta-ta. Here we
And the
go.
whole time he's just sitting there like staring at the ground. And then she's just like, what Anna said is accurate.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah. And Anna is just like, it's not physical control. It's also mental oppression. And that can be terrifying. Am I? And then at one point, Anna is even just saying like, he worked so hard to create this career. And she's not saying like, you didn't work hard.
Yeah.
But for him, sometimes he wants to buy things, not even that are expensive or flashy, but like, I think, okay, I don't know if I was like relating because I'm like, maybe it's like a thing. Like when you're like creating something, you like to have certain things that remind you of certain places or like, I don't know, right? He's a musician. He wants to be creative. And sometimes he wants belongings that are not just material, but they feel almost like creativity inducing, very spiritual and things like that. She's just like, what does he need? Just tell me what he needs then. Like, what does he need? I will get it. Like, just tell me what he needs. And everyone's just like,
peace and quiet. I need you to shut the fuck up and listen for once in your life. You need peace and quiet and for you to shut the fuck up. It needs you to be able to understand your daughter. It needs you to be able to not make everybody's life around you miserable. He has a lot of needs. None of which I think she can meet. None. I don't even know how you can wake up a woman that is so deep in her delusion. Because, you know, unrelated, but the saga of Kendra, the white woman who fell in love with her, like, I think Pakistani therapist, and she did a whole TikTok saga about how, oh my god, I fell in love with my therapist and he let me and he kept me as a patient and blah blah blah. And turns out this whole time he was just doing his job, but because for the first time in her miserable life, she had a man actually looking her in the eyes, listening to her, being kind to her, showing her compassion. It was so foreign to her that she fell in love with her therapist because he was doing his job. And despite that, she has a therapist and she also had a psychiatrist. She had both a therapist and a psychiatrist. She was seeing both. And she still ended up crazy. So this really made me realize that when you tell people, yo, go to therapy, some people can't be saved. I don't know what can make them realize that they're too far gone. But it seems that therapy is not, I mean, maybe it's not the right fit for her or whatever, but ultimately maybe it's going to take her 20-30 years to realize that she fucked up, and by then it's going to be too late. She's going to wonder why her children don't talk to her anymore. Jesus Christ. She needs to be more mature and emotionally mature to get to see other person's perspective so she can understand. That's not happening. We need to hard restart. Somebody press her template, temples, and press the right nerve point. Maybe we can reset her brain into stability. She expects him to be screaming like her. That friend is definitely pictured that issue as that woman's neck. In that issue, she's on last thread. Well, luckily, I have been grown up in a very good environment of people and like not rich but financially stable families. So I don't know. I have been always empathic towards people. I don't even know if it's like obviously the way you are raised will affect the way you have empathy. You show empathy towards people, but like I don't know. It's just weird. Like it's just weird. Like I don't know what happened. Like I said, in how she ended up the way she is. It's crazy. I've been parentified from a young age, but when my ex family died, I even knew to not replace them. What the fuck? Yeah, that's kind of you support them, but you don't decide that you want to fill the role of their fucking missing parents. Like that's crazy. That sounds crazy. How is she being a toxic boy mom to her? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was thinking the same thing. Like she's being a boy mom to not even to her son, but to her husband. Like the dynamic is crazy. This bitch, like she's literally the owner of the circus. Like she is not well emotionally. I get a migraine from her, bro. Like I don't. It's just miserable. It's miserable. But I do believe that he needs to pull his pants up and like realize that that's not it. It reminds me of that story from Reddit where like uh this woman got mad at her husband because he decided to take the boys to a boy trip, and despite the girl begging the dad to go with them, the dad was like, no, this is just a day for the boys. They ended up going a full fucking weekend to Disney World, and the girl, she got nothing. So the mom decided to give her a day too. While the boys were gone, she decided to, have a little girls' day, like going to the spa and shopping and woo, have fun. And the dad got mad when he came back, when he learned about their girls' day. And it's like, when she was talking about the situation on Reddit, everybody was like, divorce, because he doesn't give a fuck about his own daughter. And how the fuck, like, this, she's gonna grow up with massive daddy issues. Like, how the fuck you have a father but you also don't have a father? You live under the same roof, but he doesn't give a flying fuck about you. How much, like, it's so hurtful. And the poster was saying like, well, one day my girl came to me crying because she said like, daddy doesn't love me, mommy. Why doesn't daddy love me? And I was so angry when I was reading. I was like, what? Like, I was so mad. And ultimately, everybody was literally yelling at her, you need to divorce. You need to leave this man. Fuck this man. You can't go suck a fucking bag of dick. Like, you can't stay with a man like that. And she divorced him because you cannot have a parent who will treat one of your, who can, first of all, treat all of their children equally, but also who doesn't care about their children's feelings, who doesn't care to understand their children's feelings. She is no, she's a bad wife and she's a bad mother. It's like, you can't. He needs to do like that woman in that story and leave her. He needs to leave her for him and for the kids. He needs to leave her because I really don't see even how couple counseling or therapy, single solo therapy is gonna help her. I don't think right now she can be helped. So leave her. If she can fucking if she can grow the fuck up emotionally, leave her. But I don't think I don't think he can. I don't think he's able to do that, but he needs to do that because this is insane. And it's literally going to affect your children's mentality, behavior, personality. It's not good. Fun fact, he was a psychiatrist, and the reason he probably didn't drop her was because he saw her as a danger to potentially himself and herself, and by leaving, she might get violent. She doesn't give me violent, but she give me very emotionally abusive. Emotionally, and I don't even think she knows that what she's doing is emotional abuse, psychological warfare. I don't even think she understands that. He doesn't need to stand up, but I can't understand why he's so terrified. I mean, yeah, but also leave. Fucking just leave. Just leave. I beg. You know what I'm saying? Like, just leave. Stop overthinking it. Just leave. Because it's not good. The children are getting affected by her behavior as well. Like, it's over. It's over. Can understand, empathize with him, but I agree he needs to stand up because she won't change. She won't randomly treat him and his daughter exactly. If not for him, for his children, the firm smack of reality is gonna sting her. Is she even gonna feel it? Is she even gonna feel the firm smack of reality, or she's gonna remain delusional? Right now, I feel like she's gonna remain delusional. I don't think she's gonna understand what's happening. I don't think she can understand or realize how far gone she is in the realm of delusion. He needs to take charge, just speak up in a different tone so she can realize that she can't always be the victim. I don't even know if that would work on her. What she needs is one day come home and everybody is gone. The children are gone. Their bedrooms are empty. The husband is gone. Everybody is gone. You keep the money, keep the apartment. We are gone. That would be a smack that might be able to do something. But she hasn't been smacked by reality enough in her life to have enough fucking self-awareness and the power to be able to look inward to understand how fucked up what she's doing is. So, yeah. Whew! Move to Rio? I don't know. But he needs to leave her, that's for sure. I won't even say a different country. Just the fact that the act of her finding the house empty should be a shock. A big enough shock to maybe create something, you know? My girlfriend took my 3 sons to Hollywood for 3 weeks and left my daughter behind. And so I took her to London. I live in Korea, by the way. Anyway, but my ex got angry and called the police. Wait, what? So my girlfriend took my 3 sons, like the girlfriend, was she even the mother of these boys? To Hollywood for 3 weeks is crazy. 3 weeks? What is happening here? This is so weird. Left my daughter behind, so I took her to London. I live in Korea. My ex got angry and called the police. It's just, this whole entire story is absolutely insane. She has no reason to be angry. 3 weeks in Hollywood is crazy! Just with the boys, your ex-girlfriend is a psycho. I'm sorry. No. What the fuck?
Oh my God. And then she tries to turn the conversation back of that, like how she has needs that are not being met. And then remember how she's like, I always take care of him. Mm-hmm. So Anna turns to Lee and is like, is there anything you want from her? And he said, for the past 5 years, I've been asking her to make me a dish of scallion noodles. They're my favorite noodles. And he just wanted to try her making it.
Damn. It's like the easiest thing to fucking make.
I think even I fucking know how to make scallion noodles.
Shit. It's like oil scallion fucking noodles. And maybe some fucking diced meat, maybe. Like, it's like the most basic dish.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, you need like 5 ingredients, not even. And she would just make excuse about how she's busy, how she's this, how she's that. And so people are also like, wait, I thought she's so busy taking care of him, but he can't even get like a fucking egg dish. Like, this is as easy as making scrambled eggs. Some people were saying, netizens were saying, this is literally like tomato egg. Like, it's so simple to make. It's crazy. And she won't even do that for him. But she's so busy taking care of him, she doesn't have time for herself. Like, what's happening? The math isn't mathing.
The math is not mathing.
And so Anna is like, okay, well, Mai, if the roles were reversed and you've been asking for 5 years for scallion noodles, what would happen? And he didn't give it to you. And she just says like, well, then he'd be dead. And even about getting new hobbies, Anna finally calls her out and is like, you know what? I think you're just pretending to be busy. And like, what I mean by pretending to be busy is it's the kind of busyness where you feel like you need to feel needed. When you finally live the life that you want, you're going to be an even better mother and an even better wife. Like you put these so many labels on to define you, and you haven't even thought about living your own life. Mm-hmm. You need to give your husband, you need to give your children some room to breathe and to grow. Like, that is another way of showing love. And she's like, well, I haven't thought about that before. She's like, yeah, well, think about it. And she brings up this quote and she says, no one is coming.
Who brings up? Anna?
Yeah. And I was like, there's this quote that I like, and it's, no one is coming. Meaning, you want people to change, you got to change first, because no one's coming to save you. No one's coming to change. Like, you keep saying, well, he won't do that for me, so why should I do that for him? Like, no one's coming. And she's like, look at him. And Anna is like, no, this quote is for you. And she says, why do I always have to change?
Oh my gosh, she doesn't get it.
She doesn't get it. Yeah.
Like, the black hole doesn't get it.
No, but she says she gets it. And they like play this very uplifting music, and she does open up. People have comments about this, okay? So Mai eventually does open up about how she was adopted very early on. So her biological parents, I guess they just couldn't take care of her, and so she was adopted by a family close to her. And that explains a lot of the times of why she feels the need to be frugal. Because she felt like she could get discarded at any moment if she was I'm sure maybe her adoptive parents, maybe they didn't even know she could hear or was listening to them, and they would say things like, oh, it's getting too expensive to raise her. And maybe they were just saying that because of financial distress.
She said that?
No. She's just saying like the frugality comes from being adopted. And so I am just trying to be sympathetic. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe like that made sense. Like maybe they're saying these things where it feels like, oh, I have to be the least amount of financial burden possible ever. And so they're like, okay, maybe it's that, right? And then she's saying that, and I think that's why I'm obsessed with feeling valued, because I feel like if I have value, then like you can't get rid of me. I guess she maybe felt the need to always provide value to the adoptive family so that
I feel like everything she says is kind of horseshit. Because everything she said she does has been disproven in the show. Like, what do you mean he's been asking you for 5 years for a fucking soup and you can't even make the soup? Bitch, be serious. Come on. Come on. He didn't ask you for a 5-star, 10-serving meal, food war type shit. He just asked for a fucking soup. I don't think she's doing shit. I don't think she's helping at all. I think that every fucking thing is put on his shoulder while she's just there yapping, being annoying, being a nuisance, being a fucking emotional freaking vampire. And she only say things to make herself feel better, but they're not true because she's not helping. She's not there. She's not listening. So I don't think that I'm adopted too, and I don't know. I don't act like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm adopted too, and I'm not a fucking like I have my flaws and I have my share of mental health issues. But I still think that I have way more emotional intelligence than that, way more empathy than that. So like I don't understand where the fuck that I'm frugal because I'm adopted. Okay, girl, but shut the fuck up. Also, like, cause you're giving adopted people a bad name. Okay, I I do not claim her, and I think that she's just trying to find excuses, but she's still not looking inward. So she's not gonna change. George, proper standing up for your daughter. It's a rare thing to see. Yes, I agree with just the ray of sunshine. Girly Pop is the Lulu maxing on God. She is. Like if she was any denser, she would warp light runner. Swear to God. And I lost all my rights to my boys after 3 years, but I got 3 beautiful daughters now, and I just had to move on because of miserable life. She wanted to kill my first daughter, and we live happily now. I don't know where you say you live in Korea. I don't know how this entire shit happened. I am so sorry for the loss of your boys. This is so weird that you lost custody. I'm happy that you have 3 beautiful daughters though, and I'm happy that the first one is still here. But this still feels like crazy to me. Dang. Actually insane. Not even a soup. It's just scallion and noodle and sauce. Also, I feel like she's doing the adoption story as an emotional manipulation, as if people who are with their birth parents can feel it like a monetary burden. Exactly. Exactly. You know, it's funny because I remember when I was like way younger, I remember asking my parents, "Are you done paying for me?" You know, because every time I feel like a few times when I was mentioning that I was adopted, people were like, "Oh, damn, your parents must be rich." because adoption is very expensive. And my parents were like, excuse the fuck out of me? What do you mean if we're done paying for you? Like, to be fair, my parents were doing really good. They had a really good job. We were not millionaires, but I did not grow up hungry. So I grew up relatively privileged, I guess, in a way. So I don't know. Being adopted is definitely a reason for a certain behavior, because adoption will fuck up a child's life, whether you want it or not. It will fuck up their brain chemistry, but it's still not a reason to be the way she is. So
They can't get rid of her. And like, that's how she is worthy of being a family member. And so when she's saying these words, a lot of netizens, they felt really bad for her. And they're like, I get it now. Like, I get it. Like, that makes a lot of sense of why she behaves the way she behaves. But then a lot of netizens were like,
yeah, just because we know why you act the way you act doesn't excuse the way you're acting now, right? Not only she's putting it on the husband, on all the friends, everybody around them, and their kids. Hello.
yeah.
We can't continue the cycle, right?
and I think a lot of people were upset because a lot of people were like, hey, so I'm adopted and I don't bully everyone around me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like, I don't terrorize my husband on a daily basis, you know? So I think there were lots of conversations. I think it explains maybe a lot of what's happening. But I also think that she just is not open to learning communication methods, because I think those are very reasonable things. And I think if she were just to tell her husband, hey, this is how I feel, and I think it's coming from this like deep-rooted fear that you're just going to abandon me, I think he'd be like, oh yeah, okay, I will stop doing that. And that makes total sense. And I feel bad that I made you feel that way.
Exactly. That's how you communicate with your fucking spouse. You talk about these feelings, hoping that your spouse is not a narcissist and he's not going to use that against you to hurt you. But if you married a good person, you can tell them about those type of things, hoping that it would facilitate a better communication and a better relationship, an environment, etc., etc., etc. Like, that's how you communicate. But she doesn't know that. And even if people would tell her that, I don't even think she would do it anyway. So ultimately, she's a mess. I would say she needs therapy, but I don't even know if therapy would help her at this point. So, this bitch got me defending a man. I haven't forgave her for that.
But instead, it's like she lashes out a lot and then won't even try to communicate better. But anyway, she brings this up and then they play this beautiful music and people are like, I'm going to cry. They're improving. They go on the hot air balloon ride and they're holding each other's hands. And then at the very end, they get in their
do the van
RVs.
thing? RV? Okay.
Husband and wife, they each get in an RV. And these RVs, they, when they say like 3, 2, 1, go, you have to start driving away from each other in this like desert land. It's so cinematic. There's a timer. So let's say you have 2 minutes. You have to decide in 2 minutes. If you don't stop this car and get out of the RV in 2 minutes, you're getting a divorce. And so you have to stop the car and then you have to get out. And you don't know if your partner's going to stop the car. You don't know if they're going to get out. And then if they do get out, you run to each other and you embrace. And so they both get in their cars. And everyone's like, I already know where this is going. And they get out and they embrace.
Oh, immediately?
Like pretty instant.
They drive, they stop, they both came out at the same time.
Yeah.
Wow.
They embrace. And so,
I don't know, man. Like, is this a happy ending or not?
No.
and so afterwards, I will say that I think Mai is a very frustrating character. But afterwards, she was like getting cyberbullied. She has to come out with this whole video and she's like, listen, this is like what happened. And she brings up the adoption story and she's explaining like, well, I'm changing now. And, you know, during this time while this was airing, my husband has been very helpful and like, things are good. We're working on it. And so you had some netizens that are like, okay, I feel bad for her because, you know, the adoption story makes sense. And then even all of the hate is just too much. And like, you know what?
I knew the hate would
Like,
be too
I get
much.
it. She's just having a hard time. I wouldn't want my relationship online and being dissected by internet users. But others are saying it just doesn't matter. Like the way she conducted herself was weird. And there's not many people in all the seasons that received this much passionate emotion from viewers other than her and like Yangzi. All the other couples, it's like so clear. Sometimes they be saying stuff in the relationship where it's like, ooh, yikes, that wasn't nice, right? But it's also like it's very easy to understand because everyone has been in some form of a relationship. So you get it to some degree of like, yeah, sometimes you're not perfect in a relationship. But with her and Yangzi, they're like, y'all are so messy. It's kind of, I don't know what to say about it. So it's just, I do think that the netizens were a little nicer afterwards, after her adoption story comes out and she's telling them more about it. She goes on a weight loss journey. She goes on a few more variety shows. She lost a lot of weight. And she comes onto the reunion show and she says, you know, things have been good. She made him scallion noodles and they're working on their relationship. And she said it was like an eye-opening experience to see the show. So
you think it took like the whole internet to tell her that she's wrong for her to realize? Because it seems like this whole trip, what everybody told her, but she just like doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think she's so strong of a personality that no one can tell her to her face that she's wrong. And like I am on this sentiment. Like when I see someone with a strong personality, sometimes I just can't say it to their face. It's so hard, especially when it's like you don't feel like it's your place. And her husband clearly doesn't say it to her face. And even if he did, I don't think she would care. So like no one can say it to her face. And then finally, the internet was like, I'll say it to your face. I'll say it to your face. Do I think it's okay? No, I just hope that she's in a better place now. So that's what it seems like. She said it was one of the darkest periods of her life because of all the comments that she was reading, and it was just really dark. But then now, you know, she has worked on self-improving. She is getting into fitness. She's getting into making sure her relationship is good. She's focusing on herself, and she just wants to make the best of life.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds about
All
right.
right.
Yeah. I mean, some people are skeptical
There's
still.
hope.
Some people are skeptical that whole end scene was scripted.
The re-embracing is scripted? Or?
Not the re-embracing, but the whole thing with the friend. Some people just think it's weird. Some people thought that it was just so sudden that she's like, you know what? You're right. You're right. I'm going to do better. All of a sudden. When this whole time she never even thought about it and then she suddenly wants to do better. Some people saw like discrepancies of like the bags change when they're talking to the friend. I don't know. It was just, there's conspiracies out there that it might be scripted. I think
it's a
the
TV
only lesson, there
reality
were some
show. It's
netizens
probably
pointing this out
scripted.
and I agree with it. The lesson is not about the lesson is not about, is Mai a good person? Is Mai a bad person? Should we comment on Mai? I think the lesson ultimately at the end is just like, you just have to take care of yourself. Otherwise, you just cannot take care of anyone else. And it seems like Mai is finally taking care of herself and she seems really happy. She has more followers than her husband, by the way. She also got more famous than her husband. Yeah, I know.
What a turn of events.
I know. Everyone's like, suddenly she's the breadwinner. They said, suddenly she's happier. Suddenly she said, house husband.
You know, that might be something,
I
right?
honestly
Like-
think they would do better that way.
Right.
Like some couples have that vibe. He just is so like, I feel like he would be
It's
best.
very passive.
Yeah, just do his own thing without,
Yes.
yeah.
And she gives me like
Maybe she will be more relaxed.
CEO.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta run 12 businesses and I wanna boss around 50 employees. Like, I think she'll come home so happy.
Yeah.
And she'll be like, hey, babe, I just yelled at an employee. High five.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the vibe she gives me. Is that okay, by the way? No, but you get what I'm saying.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so a lot of people are actually really happy for her.
Damn.
Yeah, they're
mean,
like,
look.
I'm just glad that you're learning from it because I don't think Yang is. So if you want to see what's happening over there, let me know. So I can I'm going to need a little more therapy though, but I'll get there. Let me know in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Brother. Scheduling noodles for your partner, yeah. Look, good for her for the weight loss. I aspire to do the same. Still haven't lost my fucking COVID quarantine era weight. Uh, I really do hope that what she said is true and that she is working on herself. She is improving, etc. I really hope it's true. I'm glad to learn that she made scallion noodle, whatever. And I hope that she can mend the relationship with her daughter. Because ultimately, the children in this story are the most important aspect. And they deserve loved and to be taken care of, to be listened to be understood. So, Jesus fucking Christ. It's all over a holiday, a fucking holiday, so she just left and didn't come back. But my daughter loves your channel. Enjoy watching you. What? What do you mean your daughter loves my channel? I don't even do that many get ready with me videos. Like, the only reason why I continue this series is because I got some comments on my other videos saying, "Oh, please keep watching." And I was like, huh? You guys actually cared about that? Alright. But I know I should do more get ready with me videos. They literally are the most performing videos on my YouTube channel. It's just that I'm such a gamer core that I can't not play video games every day. Like, it's just I'm addicted to the toxicity that Marvel Rival is bringing into my life. And I like being miserable over not being able to reach Grandmaster again. So that's why I've been doing so much videos. I've been gaming so much. I wish I could uninstall Marvel Rival, but I can't. I'm kind of addicted right now. But to learn that your daughter loves to watch me is crazy. So, I'm happy though. I'm happy to learn that. Knowing that I will try to do maybe at least once a week. Because I think the last time I did a Get Ready With Me video was like 2-3 weeks ago. So I'll try to. I do know that I need to be a little bit more consistent with those. So I should try to keep it once a week. Although I usually don't even like. I usually when I do my Get Ready With Me, I usually watch the Rotten Mango channel, the true crime channel, and that shit is heavy as hell. We're talking about rape and murderers and pedophiles over there. So I hope that she's okay if she likes to watch me. And if not, I hope that she enjoy my Warframe stream, because Warframe is usually when I actually react to Reddit stories, which those actually can be funny. Because some of these Reddit stories are fucking wild. Holy shit. I love to react to Reddit stories, by the way, because I like to act as a judge and I be giving people the worst sentences. I sentence people to death a lot. Anyway, but yeah. Tell her hi for me. Or she's watching your reaction makeup. Stop. Well, hi girl. I'm happy that you like watching my content. Misdirection. We weren't talking about her frugality. We were talking about her being a bad person and control issue. I know, but some people need to find a reason for everything. By the way, love your eyeshadow. It's reminding me of copper with the blue or the bronze color. It's cute. Thank you. Thank you. I had like a little bit of a reference because I like to try to recreate makeup that I see online. So I was trying to recreate. Obviously, I don't have the Facetune and the Photoshop that kind of enhance the whole shit, but that's the look that I was going for today. You can't really see the eyeliner because of like the lashes, but like. You see? It's like a glittery eyeliner. I try to recreate that. I think I did pretty well, honestly. I think it's pretty decent. My other all want to become lawyers. Ooh. Ooh. Lawyers. Let's go, girls. Slay, bus lady. Go get it. Get the bag. Get the career. I love that. this is a really nice ambitions. I am gonna be honest here, and I mean this in the best way. Is giving copper oxidation, and it's so slay. I don't know what copper oxidation is, but I'm happy that it slays. You must be so proud. I am pretty happy with the at the end. I feel like ultimately, no matter what you put on your eyes, as soon as you slap lashes on your eyes, the look is gonna be enhanced 10,000 fold. You know what I'm saying? Because before the lashes, I wasn't so sure about it, but now that the lashes are there, I'm like, slay. I look damn good. I think that it is pretty great. So yes, I'm happy about it. I'm quite happy about it. But yeah, I mean, for the next get ready with me videos, I'm gonna try to make it like soon next week. I just don't. I wasn't sure what I was gonna watch. I'm most likely gonna go back to Rotten Mango though, because yeah, I feel like there's a lot that has been happening that I haven't seen in Rotten Mango, and it's I am also quite addicted to the misery that Rotten Mango brings into my life. I enjoy true crime quite a little bit too much. But I was also extremely. This video here, I gave birth to 4 of my father's children from the age of 15, is killing me and disgust me. And I kind of have to know. There's also that series about the hockey team. I think it was in Canada. I'm not sure. The hockey team where they like gang raped a girl and then they forced her to film a video saying that she consented and none of them fucking paid for it and they're all free and one of them even signed with the NHL. There's a lot that happen in the world, so I don't know. I might just go back to Rotten Mango when my next Get Ready With Me. Oh, you're so proud. Well, yes, I'm sure you must be. But they put the makeup on me, so when I wake up, I know who they have been watching. Hey, listen. Makeup is art, okay? It's like you put painting on your face. So if they've been watching me, I hope that like I hope they managed to recreate this look on you. Uh yeah. I look you want to see like I don't know, find a way to tag me on Twitter and show me the photo cuz yeah, this is it takes a lot of time to be able to recreate makeup, so practice makes perfect. Maybe one of them is going to pivot to not being a lawyer but being a makeup artist. And I'm sure you slayed. Yeah, I'm sure you slayed indeed. I agree. I'm sure you're slaying. I know that like you're ready to take on the world when they do your makeup. Also, don't forget about the skincare routine, girl. It's important to put primer on and make sure that the face is well hydrated. But yeah. I mean, honestly, if they enjoy my channel, my Get Ready With Me, I like to hear those things for real. Because, like, I'm not a big channel. Like, I'm not a big YouTube channel. I have, like, around 1,500 followers. And a lot of them are from my reaction era, which is still on hiatus right now. So, my Get Ready With Me videos is literally my way of kind of, like, going back to my reaction era without having to deal with copyrights and shit by reacting to YouTube videos. So anyway, it's because I really do miss posting my reaction to TV shows and anime. I just don't have the fucking brain chemistry anymore to be able to edit for hours, which which sucks because I'm so late on so many shows because I'm waiting to react to them. Anyway, it's a whole thing. I know for a fact your daughter did your look right, eyebrows on point. Yo, especially the eyebrows because I don't really have eyebrows. I usually have to kind of create them from thin air. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of practice. So also my fake ponytail is killing me today. I bought this on Shein, I think, because I can't afford to buy real hair, and it's rough out here, bro. It's rough out here. I make it work for the webcam, but sheesh. Anyway. Anywho, what time is it? Yo, it's 7:30. Woo! I did not thought it would be 7:30. Shit. That took me a minute to react to that video. I was not expecting that at all. I thought it would be like maybe like I don't know 6. Not that it's too late. It's just damn. You have thick eyebrows, so when I do slight emotion, it is clear. Oh, I wish I had thick eyebrows. I've been thinking about microblading them for a minute. I just don't know if I can handle the pain of needles in my face, but yeah. Can tell what I think of you when you enter the room. Yeah, look, as a person who's also very facially expressive, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah. It's sometimes I'm thinking, oh my god, I cannot show that person that that I don't know, her outfit is not really it. And I'm gonna be like, just act normal. And this whole time I'm gonna be like, you know? So yeah, my face is expressive and sometimes I don't control these expressions. But the two giant landing pads on my feet. Landing pads is crazy. Hey, at least you have eyebrows, okay? Some of us don't. Some of us have to create them from nothing. It is hard. It's so hard. A life with no eyebrows. You would not understand. Let me just. What are we today? Are we Sunday or Monday? We are Sunday. Sheesh. All right, all right, all right, all right. I might do a very short Watcher of Ram stream. It's 2 a.m. in Korea right now. Woo! Hey, we need to bet to see you on the next one. Bye, George. Say hi to your daughter from me. Tell them I'm very happy that they enjoy my channel. And I will keep on slaying as much as I can. Night, night. See you next time. But I'm gonna stop this stream. I'm gonna restart another gaming stream. I try to separate them because it's easier for YouTube. And yeah. But yeah, as far as this get ready with me video, get ready with me stream, it is now technically over. I mean, I've been streaming for a minute. I did not realize how long I've been streaming. It's like almost a 4-hour stream, but I am very happy about it. It's also a change of pace from the true crime, but we might go back to true crime next week. And if you enjoy reaction videos, like I said, when I play Warframe, I usually play Warframe while reacting to Reddit stories. So if you want to see me react to Reddit stories, you can watch my Warframe stream or my Warframe videos on my YouTube channels. And other than that, I mean, it's gaming as usual. So I'm going back to being a gamer. Yep. Yeah. And my mother once told me you have to like not face people when they enter the room. They can tell exactly how you feel about them, and I can't keep saying you like them. Being expressive is not the end of the world. Ultimately, as long as you're not being a dick about it, it's not like you can always control your facial expression. So I wouldn't be. I don't think it's that bad. Just a ray of sunshine. But thank you for coming to my stream. By the way, I appreciate it. I really like being able to talk to people when I stream these things because I like the interaction that it gives me. I like interacting with you guys. I like responding to your comments. So keep that shit coming for the next Get Ready With Me. I will be once again very happy to talk to you. Young me looked like I wanted to kill you if I didn't like you. Damn. I can't relate, but I also have a very like I have I was people used to tell me that I have like an intimidating look, But to be fair, there's like the microaggression of me being a black woman where people always feel like black women are naturally intimidating. So I kind of take it with a grain of salt. I've been telling my mom ex where I look at the camera like she told me a second plane had hit the tower. Jesus Christ. I don't know. When I was young, I tried at some point, I had my small, I'm trying to recreate an anime smile. And it was just end up with me having my mouth wide open, thinking that I could recreate an anime smile. So we all did weird shit when we were young. I'm not judging. Anyway, I'm going to leave you now. Mwah. Take care. I'll come back very, 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 very soon. In like 5 minutes for once. I actually will be back in like 5 minutes to do a gaming stream. And yeah. Bye bye. Mwah.